Hello, everyone, and welcome to another tale, another episode of Kingdom Hearts, the Interstitial War. Thank you all for joining us at this small delay. I had to fight a man about a pizza. I won, so you know we can rest easy. But we're all in high spirits today. Thank you for joining episode 2 of the Interstitial War. First, before we begin, I want to say big thanks to everyone who supported the first episode, as well as my cast and Wes for allowing me to play on this stream. I don't have any announcements so far right now, but I do believe that Iron City by Night will be Sunday, because it's gone back to weekly. So check, what is it, chapter 6 or chapter 6, I believe, of Iron City by Night. And I believe Rage Across Birmingham will resume next Saturday. But there should be games going on this Saturday as well, so you can join Wes in playing some video games, at the very least. And I would. He's a fun person to play video games with. Wooskies indeed. I will let my cast introduce themselves really quick. Not all at once, everyone.
Oh, well, I expected you to be like, all right, you go first, but I'll go first.
Anymore.
I'll go first, friends. All right. Hello, friends. I'm Aid, or Ashley. I play Sarah here. I play, gosh, and so many other games, but I'll plug them later. I won't take up all our time now doing plugs. Hope you're all having a good night so far.
I'm Lucian, and I'm playing Ben solo, and that's about all I got.
Hi, I'm Zeke. I play Alpha the Chocobo, and this week, and for all future weeks, wearing a cute Chocobo hat to go with him, which you can't see right now, but it does have little flappy wings on the side, but Zoom is clipping them out.
No. I'm Leslie, or Baltica, and you can find me at Leslie Wombat on Twitter, and I'll be playing San and Moro.
Awesome. Yeah, that'll be our introduction order from now on, then, so everyone remember that. That'll make it easy.
We just went in a circle, so
yes,
easy to remember.
A nice little backwards to see on the terms of the overlay. Yeah, so the last time we left our Guardians of Light, they had just been summoned into this world. They've been given their task to help stop the turning point of the worlds. The worlds that will unlock 13 keys of either light or darkness. Those 13 keys will unlock Kingdom Hearts, and the winner of the war will receive one wish and the power of Kingdom Hearts. The power to do anything, really, as if it's described. 7 on 13. It doesn't seem really fair, does it? But, well, the forces of evil rarely like to play on fair terms. We've arrived at Halloweentown. The last scene that we had in question was our party following some of them in the car or in the taxi with Benny. San and Moro falling behind as a swarm of Heartless began swarming in. Everyone, you turn and you see the Heartless driving in droves towards you. Benny is gunning the gas. They don't look like the friendly type, let me tell you. All right, you got about maybe a cycle or two before they gain on you. What is everyone doing?
Ben is going to climb out on top of the car because he does not want to leave San and Maro out to be like way out, just alone with all of them. So he's gonna get on top of the car.
Do you take your lightsaber?
I mean, once he gets on top of the car, yes.
Okay.
He's not going to turn it on while he's climbing, or else he's probably going to end up, putting a hole in the car and that's definitely not where we're at. So
That's noted
A
before.
car or someone.
Yeah,
or
it's what I mean, Benny could take it. He's just bones. You could just reconnect him, really.
true.
But you get onto the car, and like before, you didn't have the hilt for your lightsaber. Is that the correct term for it? Anyone that's a Star Wars
Yeah,
fan?
I mean that's what I call it.
The hilt. The hilt, you summon it out of thin air as it appears in a flash of light. And this is the moment I've been waiting for. When you ignite the lightsaber, you hear the familiar hum. You see the familiar glow. The shape of the lightsaber, it's changed.
Oh, in what way?
Which once was just a really long, saber-like, sword blade, perfectly straight, with a little bit of round at the top, has now transformed into the shape of a giant key.
So he's definitely on top with his lightsaber, and now it's a key. So he's gonna look at it, and then look at the Heartless / Sen and Morrow, who are, obviously behind.
Mm-hmm.
And just he's gonna roll with it. He's gonna ask questions about it later.
Yeah,
but he's gonna roll with it for now.
You feel like maybe it feels a little bit awkward, but it almost feels like, you were meant to have it. So it does feel familiar in your hands.
Okay, so that's good. That's probably the most important part.
And no one really sees this but San and Morrow. We're like, whoa, that's kind of a weird weapon.
Oh yeah, I mean, a glowing sword doesn't make sense.
Do you manifest your spear?
Yeah, so I think San, seeing how Ben manifested his lightsaber, would try to do the same thing with her spear. And try to, pull her spear from her back, basically.
As soon as you just have the thought of fighting and you wanting the spear, it appears in your hand. So I imagine you reach back to grab it and just shing.
And she's like, ask questions later.
It seems like the best condition it's ever been in, too.
Very cool.
Ben, what color is your Keyblade?
I was just thinking about this in chat because on one hand I like red, but this is post his turn, and the last saber he used wasn't a red saber, and it was a blue saber.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it might be blue.
Okay, you have the
I think it might be blue. I think if for some reason something were to happen and perhaps he went a little too into his moveset, it might go red, but I think it's blue for now.
Perfect. I love that explanation. That's awesome. Sarah Alpha, what are you two doing?
I went to the Twitch stream to unmute myself, and that's not the right place to unmute myself. No, I think Sarah is going to seeing. I don't remember where in the car that she sat. I think she sat in the front, but I'm not sure. Either way, seeing Ben kind of climbing out of the car. I think she's going to not climb out of the car, but instead open the window fully and just fully top half of herself lean out of it to cast some magic. But we don't gotta actually do the mechanics yet.
No problem. Betty kind of sees you all struggling. He goes, I got something for this. As he presses a button on his dash, and you hear as the top comes down into a convertible. Ben, you almost fall off as the footing on you comes off, but you catch yourself on the back of the car.
Excuse me. I was on top of. Okay. It's just.
Hey, this car's free range. Much like this chicken over here. What about you, Alpha?
Alpha's just gonna roll with the chicken thing. He's been called a chicken enough times already that he's whatever. I'm a chicken apparently. But now that the convertible top has come down, he doesn't have to try to struggle out the window with his little wing arm hand things. So he's gonna hop up on the back seat and grip it with his claws so he doesn't fall off. And he's going to instinctively reach for his book, which would normally be clipped to the belt of the little pouch around his neck, and realize that it's not there and be like, wait, what?
So when you go to you go wait what, and you're like, where's my book? And then boom, this like, it's a little bit more oversized than you remember, kind of just like in your hands lands, and you could feel a power booming from it. You're like, oh yeah. And various cards are like sticking out halfway.
Awesome.
As you all get weaponized, the Heartless are gaining on you now. Sand and Moro, they're gonna be going after you first, most likely. So, what's everyone's first plan of attack? As they fly towards you, as they kind of like do a pincer movement, they're trying to stop you in the car from getting away.
I mean, Sarah's just gonna cast some magic.
Okay, so you're gonna cast some
Yes,
magic?
magic.
You know what? That's a roll. Can you roll me some mastery?
Yeah. And I'll describe it after I see how well I do. Let's see. 8 plus 2 is 10.
10.
Perfect.
All right. So for everyone at home that doesn't know, on a 10 and up, not only can Sarah describe her magic, but she can also pick 3 meaningful effects.
Yeah, so I think what she does is she, now that the convertible like roof is down, I think she just like stands up where she was sitting, and like over the seat she casts, and it's this you see kind of around her arm, it kind of like magical energy kind of starts to collect and kind of like swirl over her arm before she like directs it outward, and it's this ice spell, right? So it shoots out towards the Heartless, and like these shards of ice like come up from the ground. And so the 3 effects that I'm going to pick are magic causes 1 harm, the magic hits more than 1 entity, and the magic has no unintended consequences.
Awesome. So yeah, as you kind of go, now does Sarah like say her spell as it's called? Like, do you say
Oh,
like,
yeah, she probably is like Blizzaga or something.
all right, so going off with the heavy stuff right away.
Yeah, fuck it. There's sorry. I'm not supposed to swear. I tried
Okay,
really hard, guys.
everyone gets one F-bomb. It's all right. Only one though.
All right, yell at me if I do it again.
You yell Blizzaga, and as you do, you just see ice emerge from the spot that you directed at. And none of you, except for Alpha, have probably seen what magic looks like in Final Fantasy, or just straight up magic in general, like of this overt kind. And you see the ice kind of form and just explode, taking with it a good chunk of the Heartless, creating a definite rift in their system as you see Heartless go everywhere, some poof out of existence, the only kind of remnant of their defeat being little hearts that slowly rise to the top towards the sky and then plop out of existence. Benny looks back, he's like, hey, that's a good shot. Be trying to keep an accent of any kind. I'm so sorry. This is definitely not the best Boston accent I have. But yeah, who's next? The Heartless, you know, they've been taken out a little bit, but they're still swarming, and they will be on Santa Moro.
So they're pincering?
Yes, they're trying to come from the side.
Okay, so I think I'm also going to try to cast magic.
Ooh, okay.
Force magic. And I think he's going to try to, as they're getting close, like if anyone starts to get like reasonably too close, he's going to try to like force move them away.
So you're just going to kind of
like,
be on the offensive.
Yeah, because he would have to jump off the car to like lightsaber them. And he's jumping off a moving car into a group of moving targets. and it could go very poorly. At least at this, he doesn't seem like he feels like he needs to get that aggressive. He's just gonna try to like yoink him away. We'll see though. It's the dice.
All right, give me some mastery.
Yeah, look at that. Okay.
What'd you get?
I got a 10, a 6, and a 4.
Snap! Same as before.
This is gonna be the only time I roll well, and that's good. At least my opening move looks good. So I think I'm going to choose that the magic causes 1 harm.
Okay.
And also the magic hits more than 1 entity. And the magic inflicts a semi-permanent condition. I guess if it doesn't kill them, I kind of want them to be tripped. That makes sense?
All right. So yeah, you, as they're kind of swarming off, you kind of like, now you're just doing your simple like hand wave.
Yeah, it's definitely the like, dun-dun. Trying to move and not hit my microphone.
Yeah. You just like, and it's almost like getting hit with a gust of air. They just fling up into the side, a few of them smashing against the trees, and just another few of them just tripping up, and then tripping up the one spot like that were behind them as well, as they kind of collide into each other. You do that about 1 on each side, to the point where even like Benny's like, you know, he's trying a little hard. He almost loses control of the car at one point.
Oh, yeah, I was pushed the car a little bit. Oops.
Yeah, but it's fine.
My force push too strong.
Yeah, he's able to keep on it, and he's looking. And he's just like wide-eyed without having any eyes, of course, because he's a skeleton. All right, at this time, the Heartless are on Sound of Moro, so they are flying towards you right now. You see a few of them hook onto Moro in an effort probably to slow you down.
So yeah, I think I want Sand and Moro to defend from harm. So they're gonna Sand's basically gonna try and like knock any of them off of her by like defending her. Okay,
cool. So Moro's gonna basically keep running, and Sand's gonna just basically go to the back and start.
Yeah, she's gonna like, I feel like, hang off the side of her kind of, and like swipe at them basically with her spear.
Oh, nice.
Like a defensive move. Fine. Okay, I got an 11.
Awesome. To defend from harm, so you prevent or avoid danger. So yeah, as you go, so you see when they like attach to the to Moro, they kind of rear their heads back, looking like they're trying to like headbutt with like they're like little cars, so they're trying to like hit the grill against the back of Moro's feet, and you kind of just thrust your spear out to the point where you feel like your spear even extends to hit its target. It goes. And you kind of collide and parry each blow as you hear that familiar, you know, the Kingdom Hearts sound when you hit something that's blocking, the ding, ding, ding.
She also, Sand and Moro also have a move called Stronger Than You. So multitasking is easier when you're more than one person. When you roll 7+ on Defend from Harm, you may also choose one option from the Strike to Subdue list.
Okay, so what are you gonna pick?
I have to look.
That's an awesome move.
Yeah. It's very handy. Because at first I was like, I don't have any positives to strike with intent. And then I was like, oh. So I think I want to force a change of location and actually like knock the Heartless off of Moro that are on her.
Okay, that's an awesome way to use that ability. Cool. So yeah, you kind of get that, and your spear almost glows of intent. And I feel like you even do one of those like little spinny moves with your spear to like knock all them off. And they go flying off, kind of colliding into the kind of mass of Heartless. The force of location doesn't only just stop them from chasing you. They all kind of congeal into like one big mass of like ball that you've kind of just like kind of tangled them into. And it begins to simmer for a second. And then you hear Benny's car start to slow down. And he's kind of hitting the dashboard on him, and he's like, something's happening. He's like, my car, it's stalling out. What's going on? And you've realized you're kind of deep in this narrow strait as the ball of congealed Heartless starts to form together. It starts to grab onto 2 trees and merge itself into one giant, almost heartless beast. Looking like a giant tree of some sort, with these actual like wooden, like basically trees on it as like fists. Alpha, what do you do? Oh, you're
That-
muted. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, sorry. Since San and Moro are still kind of like out there in the thick of things and in the most immediate danger, and after watching like Heartless grab onto Moro and have to be knocked away, the first thing that Alpha's going to do is reach into his book, pull out one of his cards, and kind of like toss it straight up above him in the air, and yell out. Hold on, let me find him. I want to make.
Do you do like the cool card movement, like the ones they do in like Yu-Gi-Oh or like Digimon? I don't remember
Something like that. But he's going to call out, Adamantoys! Use your miraculous shell! And he's going to cast magic, which I rolled a 10, but I have a -1 to mastery, so it's a 9.
9. You still have 2 effects though. For anyone at home,
Ooh.
because we haven't explained that yet. Cast magic on a 7 and 9. You do you do the same, but you pick one. I'm sorry.
Yes. So what I want to do is I want to create an illusion of a semi-transparent wall around San and Moro so that it looks like the Heartless can't get to them.
All right, yeah, and as you do so, I imagine. So, do you see the spirit of Adamantoys as you summon it, like
Yes.
the giant turtle? Okay, and it kind of does that little like cat like channel thing, and then you see the giant like reflector shield almost like
Exactly.
grid like patterns. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. And the Heartless just kind of like goes and it's interacting with it as it kind of gets closer and closer to San and Moro, which is closer to all of you because you're all now roughly in the same area. It kind of tests it for a second. It is an illusion, right?
Yeah. Because I don't think there's an effect under cast magic that will create an actual shield. Because I can heal 1 harm with it, but I can't. It doesn't look like I can protect from harm.
You could technically flavor that as defend from harm if you wanted to in the future.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it doesn't have to be magic anytime. Just like anything, all your magic can also be flavored as strike with intent or strike to subdue. It's all up to you and how you kind of roll the narrative together.
Okay.
So as it kind of knocks on the reflected door, it kind of falls through for a second. It's like leaning on a wall of air. You just don't realize, you think it's there, but it's not. And it kind of like doesn't collapse, but it trips up for a second, leaving an opening for anyone to come in and attack it. You know, I haven't heard from Ben. What's Ben doing? Oh, it's more like there.
Well, now that we are still, he's going to hop off the back of the car, and I guess he's going to attack the really big Heartless.
Okay.
Because that's vaguely close, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like there's still a few more car Heartless, but they're all like swarming around him like mice to like the biggest piece of cheese they've ever seen.
Yeah. I guess then he is going to strike with intent.
Okay.
Which is, I think I rolled dark. Yeah.
You rolled.
Okay.
You indeed rolled dark.
All right. I'm going to roll dark. So I rolled an 8 plus my dark stat, which is 2. So that gives me a 10. And then I'm going to choose 2. So I'm going to choose deal 1 harm, or deal great harm, which is +1 harm.
Okay.
So I deal a harm and then deal 1 more harm. And then defend myself from harm. So he's going to hit, but also like expect a retaliation.
And that's probably for the best as you kind of go in. You do that kind of running thing. And I feel like, do you just strike at the nearest thing, or do you do the whole like I run up his arm?
Probably gonna jump and try to be like kind of like try to stick it in there because he's not really sure what a Heartless is, but it doesn't look like a person, and it kind of just looks like a big beast. So he's gonna try to take it down as fast as he can, trying to like gut it, thinking that that's how a Heartless works, which he has no idea.
Thank you for the donation, Axe Trains. Thank you for the $5. You ignore that I just did that, everyone. You kind of do the running jump of it, Ben. Yeah, and you just like you kind of like get the swing arc of the swing back and just slash across its face, You can see darkness spilling out of it. No blood, you know, this is a PG. This is a TV-14 program, everyone. You see darkness spilling out, and it kind of roars, and it swings its hand towards you, and you just kind of manage to like block it with the residual of your swing.
Nice.
You
He
collide.
definitely has a vaguely confused look as he's, landing because darkness came out and not blood. He's like, what?
Yeah, what is this?
What is this?
And you actually kind of do that thing like in the games where you like freeze in midair when you block.
Yeah.
Then you kind of like
Kinda
land gracefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
You like aerial dodge out of the way.
Nice.
But
Okay.
it's looking hurt.
All right, so since Ben has gotten a hit off on it, and Sarah's nice and relatively safe back in the back with me casting magic, but my attempt at keeping the giant monster away from San and Moro didn't work that time. We're gonna try something a little different this time, and Alpha's going to pull a different card out of his book, throw it up in the air, and call for Carbuncle to use its Blessed Song. And a Carbuncle, if you don't know, is a weird little green magical squirrel creature
like a
with a
squirrel
giant
fox,
glowing
yeah.
gem on its forehead. And what I'm going to do with this is I am going to...
Looks like Cubase from Madoka Magic though. But
yeah, kinda.
if anyone knows
So
that is.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna limit break and try to give plus one forward to San and Moro, and I get a 12 with my +2.
Awesome. That's great. So you do the buffing. Carbuncle rises into the air, does its little graceful, does that almost head up kind of thing whenever it casts a spell, and then light kind of rains down, mainly hitting San and Moro, who you feel empowered for. You get +1 forward, which means +1 basically for the into this fight essentially. Sarah, San and Moro, what are you two doing as the creature lures back its hands almost like cannons, and you begin to hear a whirling with inside of it?
I mean, I'm ready to cast more magic.
Okay.
All right, let me roll first to see how it goes. Okay, that's a 12.
Oh my god, everyone's making amazing rolls
Well,
today.
mastery is the thing that I'm good at, you
That's
see.
good, yeah.
So,
It'll run out eventually, don't worry.
oh yeah, absolutely.
We have to
So-
start off strong.
Exactly. So, this time Sarah pulls her hand back,
Mhm.
and around her arm, the magic kind of swirls, but this time it's like this hot orange fiery magic, and she yells out "Firaga" as she puts her arm out, and we're gonna I think probably just do the same 3: cause 1 harm, hit more than one entity, and inflict no unintended consequences.
All right.
Not interested in setting the forest on fire today.
You kind of do the pose, which I'm trying to remember because Blazaga's like up and Faraga's to the side, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, everyone looking around, you can tell you're kind of casting a different spell when you did.
Yeah,
You do that.
yeah.
And Sarah screams Faraga, and you see the flames emerge, and you kind of toss it like a huge ball at it. It collides, erupting into flames, the logs on it, as it kind of lurches back. It takes aim at Ben, because Ben was the first one to do damage, and it begins, and it fires its car Heartless as if it's like a machine gun at you. Could you please defend from harm for me?
Whoops. Sorry.
Those cars are also now on fire.
Those cars are also
Everything's
now
on fire.
All right, let's see.
No, you can also defend from harm is a let me see what kind of roll.
Yeah, it's just oh.
It's a light roll. However, I will remind you that what you can do, if you're afraid of failing a roll and you absolutely need to take it, you can spend a link. If you spend a link, depending on what type of roll it is, you have to spend a link of that type. You can either create an advantage or like roll with advantage, which is pretty much you roll 3d6 and take the 2 highest, dropping the lowest. You can create a small scale retcon, and then you can also exchange 2 for experience later on if you'd like. But just to remind you guys, that is on the table. What do you do, man?
I'm gonna just try to defend from harm this first time. Things aren't dire. Ben doesn't know how strong anything is. He's kind of like, it doesn't even bleed. Like this got to be like some sort of illusion, and if I just hit it hard enough, it'll go away. All right. Well, sorry to say, Ben. So a 5 plus a 1 is 5. So I
5 plus a 1 is 5.
It is.
Well, sorry, 5 plus a 1 is a 6.
Ooh,
So it's a miss. So I'm gonna take a harm and I'm gonna gain an XP, right? Because I missed.
Yep. So what's gonna end up a little more intended consequences? You are gonna take a harm as the kind of like you get hit by a few and you find yourself stumbling back, splaying on the ground for a second.
Oof.
The surrounding area does catch on fire, kind of encircling you all, like in a almost like a ring of flames, and it looks angrier than ever.
He grunts a little bit when he lands because it's uncomfy, and he like as he gets up, he kind of like does this thing where he like looks back at Sarah, kind of just like this look that's like, this is all on fire because you put it on fire.
And Benny's just like, oh no, stay with it, kid, stay with it. Stan and Moro, you're up.
I'm all right.
So yeah, I think using that 1 forward from Alpha, Stan and Moro are going to strike with intent, and I think Moro is kind of taking the lead on this one, is going to try and lunge at the car and like snap at it with her jaws and like claw at it.
Okay. Go ahead and strike with intent.
Strike with intent, yeah, sorry. I think I
Yeah.
said strike with harm, but
It's same thing. You're rolling with dark. Oh boy, here we go. What'd you get?
I got a 3.
Now, I usually want people to spend the link before, but if you want to spend a link to try to roll an advantage, roll another 6, you can do that. You would have to drop the lowest dice you have already, though.
They're both 1s.
So you would need to get, and what's your dark?
0.
You would need to get a perfect 6 if you spend a link. Did you want to do that?
No, we're gonna
Okay.
miss.
We're gonna miss. All right. You're gonna go ahead and you kind of strike out with it, and it just kind of swats you away with one hand, kind of deflecting it, and then with the other hand, it grabs onto you, particularly you, San, as it lifts you up in the air. Its roots kind of forming around you like a prison. Sorry, should I say, not prism.
Okay, so it like grabbed San off of the back of Moro, basically. Okay, I think when Moro like gets swatted, she yelps.
Aw.
Yeah, the dog sounds. And then San's not happy as she's being picked up into the air, and probably also yells. Actually, she probably also yelps because she thinks she's a wolf.
Ooh, she's like
Getting
the Heartless is just
hoisted.
getting the grip in. It kind of grips for a second. You can mark 1 harm as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Everyone's perplexed.
I mean, I have an idea if no one wants to go, but
I think I've got something.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide what card is best for it out of
Narrative one.
Alpha's deck.
You also always just have your foolproof as it is.
Yeah. But what I want to do is I'm just trying to pick flavor at this point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to roll to interfere.
Okay. Awesome.
To try and make it let go of San. And I think what we're gonna do that with is we're going to this time summon Titan and have it use Fissure to open up a fissure underneath the Heartless beast to put it off balance in hopes that it'll drop sand. And I'm gonna roll and get.
You're rolling with dark, yep.
An 8 minus 1, so 7. So I just barely make it.
All right, so they don't do it cleanly. Something's going wrong in a dramatic way. So you open up the fissure, you summon, and your Alpha's like, does Alpha say the name of every summon?
Yes, always.
He's just here. Titan. As this big rocky dude with like the white, like the little tuft of white hair and ponytail kind of emerges, all like kind of half transparent, and it slams its two fists into the ground. A fissure forms shooting out and kind of entrapping the Heartless. It doesn't do it cleanly though. It brings a Sand to kind of ground level, but Sand is still within its clutches, and you see that the Heartless is slowly sinking into the fissure with Sand as well in tow.
I got a thing for this. Are you ready? Should I do the thing? Okay, I didn't want to. I didn't know if you had anything else to say. Okay. So tell me if I can actually do this or not. So I have this move called For Your Own Good. It says, when you push someone away for their own safety, unlock a link with them and choose one. Could that be literally physically pushing them away for their own safety? Or
you know what? So you're trying to do the remove from danger type effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could totally. So if you're doing this to San,
I would, jump out of the car, run up to where she is, and like literally push her out of the way.
So you're gonna take her out of the fight though. So she's not gonna be able to participate in the rest of the fight. But yes. Because you're basically.
That's probably fine. I just don't want her to fall into this fissure.
No, I totally get that. But yeah, for your own good, you're just basically like, no, you're. This is not right for you. This is not. You're not ready for this yet. I got you. So you're gonna unlock a link with them, and you do have a locked link with San and Moro.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you kind of go in. How do you do it then? How do you free?
Yeah, so I think that she, like I said, she kind of like vaults over the side of the, the car door. She doesn't open the car door. She vaults over and she runs over to where San is getting kind of dragged down with this big Heartless. And as she nears them, I imagine she maybe just flavor-wise kind of gathers some magic around her hands to kind of separate the Heartless hand from San. And she'll even like kind of like insert herself like between them kind of to like better separate them. But she's kind of just going at it.
Awesome. But yeah, you definitely go in and you separate them, and San kind of gets thrown back, which Moro catches her, and they're kind of pushed to the edge of the fight. It's gonna take a second to you're kind of a little sore from that. It's gonna take a second for you to get back up. The creature is going down, and it's going to take one swing at you, Sarah. Go ahead and defend from harm for me, please. As it's trying, and it's sinking, so it doesn't have much time left. Half of it has sank into this fissure.
Alrighty. That is a 12.
Awesome. So you defend from harm like amazingly.
I'm very good.
Yeah, you just gracefully, much like your mastery suggests, you just duck out of the way. Do you duck, or do you like the little spin, when you like...
He does like a cool like backflip thing out of the way.
Awesome. Ben, it's up to you now.
Oh, that's probably not good. Is it still sinking down there?
Yes, but it's holding on now.
Oh, like it's like claw hanging on.
Yeah.
All right.
Like keeping himself up.
Well, he's gonna run to the edge of the fissure to try to like metaphorically, kick him down. in there, except with his lightsaber. So he's gonna like try to jam it into any parts of the Heartless with like a flurry of strikes, and I will also again do strike with intent.
Awesome.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of run up and you do like the clean like slide to and you chop off like the kind of bark claws from its hands as it kind of gives way and falls more into the fissure. You see the fissure spell end and just clamp on it, and you see it pop into like a dozen hearts as they float up, darkness fading from the area after leaking out.
He definitely just kind of like what he just like looks up because he's like, in what world does hearts come out of the ground and out of things that we kill? Apparently this world.
And Ben, as you're close to the defeated enemy, the darkness lingers for a second, not fully fading like you probably expect it to, and then it rushes at you. Go ahead and roll me.
Okay.
As the fight ends, roll me a deep dive.
A deep dive?
Yes.
Okay. What is that rolled with?
That deep dives are rolled with heart.
Oh, well. You guys can't see my card, but I have a -2 in the heart stat, so.
If you have a link and you want to make it, you can do that.
You know what? I think I will, and I think I'm gonna spend my Prince Caspian link.
All right, that's not locked, right?
No.
So that link completely disappears. You remove that.
I'm removing it. And then I get to add another D6, right?
Yes, so you drop the lowest 6 die roll.
Okay. Ah, well, the highest one was a 6. So let's see what... I rolled a 10 minus 2 is 8.
Okay, so awesome. So for an 8, you can ask one of the deep dive questions as the darkness kind of like tatters around you. To San, it kind of looks familiar to you. Well, okay, so it wouldn't look familiar to you, but you might understand this is kind of what happens when Ashitaka would kind of get the darkness and it would kind of like ribble around him on his arm for where he was cursed. So it kind of like tries to almost sink into Ben's skin. For some reason, it seems very attractive to Ben, not to the others, to you other three though.
It's because I'm Riku.
Oh, you.
So what question would you like to ask?
Oh, these are also good questions on this list. But I think I'm going to ask, what is the biggest... Oh, look at it like it's obvious.
Or is it?
I don't know. What is the biggest threat here is what I'm going to ask. That's what he would ask.
I am so happy you asked that. Because as the fissure ends and you kind of throw the darkness off, you instinctively do a backstep as a bolt of green energy singes the area in front of you. And standing off into the like trees is a figure. It's a little farther up, and they just begin. And in a kind of which you appear to be more like a feminine voice, a little bit sassy. They go, well, I honestly didn't think you had it in you. Oh, you see that darkness there? It kind of likes you. See something it recognizes.
Who are you?
The figure is, I don't know if I just said that. I'm sorry if I forget. They're in the classic organization cloak, with the cloak falling around them in darkness. You can't see their face. They have the gloves on. Now, wouldn't you like to know? That's the $1 million question here. Well, I can tell you what you are. Too late. You should probably give up. This world's going to fall to darkness. And yeah, there's really nothing you can do about it. But, I just wanted to kind of test you. Have a little fun, from Seeker to Guardian, all that.
I think Sarah, from wherever she is. She like turns towards this figure and she's like, "So you're a seeker of darkness then?"
Yeah. I'm a seeker, you know, got the evil whole villain in my title. It's kind of what I do.
What did you oh, you said that they're wearing the cloak. So
Yeah, they're
never
wearing the
mind. You
cloak.
probably didn't say what they looked like.
Oh no.
There's definitely a moment where Ben looks like he's going to rush the cloaked figure because he remembers that Seeker of Darkness is bad and we need to defeat them. And he goes to go and then he stops and then like puts his arm down. Very like
You
very
notice,
slowly.
You almost have like a rageful fueled moment there for a second.
Yeah. He almost did one of those like
You do notice as you're going to something that probably stops you is that you notice that your lightsaber keyblade does fade for a second from blue and almost gets a reddish tone to it before you kind of get yourself under control and it goes back to blue again. See what I mean? You're just on the teeter's edge of becoming one of us. Come on, you want to strike me? You want to fight? You want to have fun?
now you're just trying to egg me on. And we haven't lost yet. This place is not in darkness. It just has you.
Well, you may be right about it not being over yet, but you are certainly wrong about it not just being me. But I think it'd probably be better for you to find out yourself. You know, I'll let the good doctor take care of you. And she kind of turns to the tree that she's on for a second, placing her hand on the bark, and you see the darkness kind of fuel up around her as a portal forms, and she kind of puts one leg in, like half like hanging out, and she turns and goes, well, next time we meet, hopefully we can have a bit more fun. I'm so hoping you're going to be better than the last one. Kind of disappears into the portal.
I think like as she's like disappearing, so like too late, Sarah's just like, "What last?" And then like she's gone, and it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
You hear Benny call from the back. What was that?
I'm
Alpha's
not
Alpha's
really
gonna look.
sure.
Alpha's gonna look from where she just was to Ben to Sarah to San and Moro over in by the woods, back to the spot where the lady just disappeared, and go, well, she was mean.
She will
Don't
be
think-
defeated.
We can trust her, whoever she was.
No, of course we can't trust her. She said she was a seeker of darkness. There is no trust to be had
We should
with her.
we should probably get going.
I agree.
Yeah.
We should move on from here.
We need to get
Yeah,
into town.
Benny, is the car working again?
Yeah, he kind of like flicks it on and it's like, and then the engine finally starts. He's like, oh, I thought I was gonna miss the election. That's today.
Well,
Get
I
in
don't
the
think we
car.
want to miss that. Yeah, let's go, everyone.
Yeah, he unignites his lightsaber and probably just walks over as he pats himself off.
Hey kid, you got yourself a fancy little weapon there. A key?
It wasn't always a key. It's more like a blade, a saber, you would say.
Well, it's a key and now it's a blade too, I guess. I guess you call it some sort of keyblade.
His like eye just twitches a little bit at it. It sure is. I wonder what it unlocks.
Beats me. But I need to get you into town. I still gotta pick those Cromwell kids up. Anywhere in particular you want to go to in town? As he's kind of starting to drive and you see the town's kind of horizon.
Is the election going to take place in the is there like a town square?
Yeah, there'll be a town there. Yeah, the town square, but that's not going to be until later today, so we still got some time.
Oh, okay. Sarah just like looks at Ben and Alpha like,
Alpha's gonna be like,
I can take you, drop you off, get some food, maybe at the hotel. You can introduce yourself to the mayor. You can introduce yourself, maybe get a haircut. What do you need? Looks at like at San and Moro in the back. You know, that probably get that, you know, dog groomed a bit. You know, there's 100 things we could do.
I think maybe we should go talk to the mayor. What do you guys think?
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh yeah, the mayor, he's a great guy. You'll love him. Always welcoming new people here.
Sounds like a good idea.
Hmm?
Correct.
I agree.
You tell, and he kind of, like as you're kind of talking, you pull up. Let's hope this doesn't trigger any.
There is
Oh.
something I want to do in the car on the way
Yes.
to town.
Tell me what you do in the car.
I would like to cast magic to heal Ben at least, and also, depending on how well I roll, also San. I think they both took harm. Did they both take harm? Okay,
Mhm.
cool. So
Make a
I would
roll.
like to do that. I'm
Alright.
hoping for a 10 so I can relock my thing with San and Moro. And I got a 10.
Awesome.
Guys,
So you're
I'm
gonna
killing
relock
it
your
today.
link?
Yeah,
Shh.
dang. Look at me go, guys. I'm like
Ben
I'm-
Sol-
renowned for not spending strings in Monster Hearts, but
Oh,
here I
you're gonna need
am
the
doing
link
link
here.
things.
Well, because they can heal. They're amazing.
Yeah,
Or-
so I'm gonna do heal 1 harm, hit more than 1 entity, and no unintended consequences.
Okay, so Ben and San, you can unlock the 1 harm that you guys have. I'm pretty sure. As you cast Kiraga, is that what
Yeah, I cast Kiraga because it's I think like what she does is she like raises both of her hands, and they start to kind of get this glowy green like healy vitality magic,
Even,
and she's
even
like
Benny-
Kiraga. Whoosh.
even Benny has a much more shinier skeleton.
Hmm.
Thank you for that. Good thing I didn't start growing muscles. That would have been an issue, though. A lot more scary ride.
No problem. That's it. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
On the drive into town, is Benny gonna keep the top down?
Yeah, he would. You feel the nice air. He's like, yeah, you feel the nice air on my bones.
Well, if the top's gonna be down, then for the rest of the ride, Alpha's gonna be, instead of
hanging
sitting
out.
in the seat, perched on the back of the seat.
Like,
That
head
that
out
way,
to the wind.
Ben and Sarah both have a little bit more room in the back seat.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So yeah, as you pull into Halloweentown, it looks to be like a normal like small town. Honestly, it doesn't like, it's not like macabre or anything. It's not like horror decorations. It's just a lot of fall decorations and Halloween stuff. You also see it's the residents mostly that that are kind of turn like the occasional eye that you need to, from just like regular people to pimply witches and goblins and ghouls and all these matter of creatures that seem to be conversing pretty peacefully. To San specifically, you probably ever heard of like tales of this before, like the shrines at like the underworld. It even reminds you of one of those famous bathhouses you've always heard of, like the spirit bathhouses.
Okay.
To reference another Ghibli film.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, for you, it's not too crazy, and even for Ben, you a bunch of alien species, it's not too insane. Yeah, honestly, the only person that it might be weird to is Sarah, who like Sarah's like interactive with a lot of monsters, but not a lot of like humanoid monsters, if I remember Final Fantasy 13 correctly, anyway. But the mainstay attraction of this town is the giant smiling pumpkin in the middle, which shines brightly. Or actually, no, it doesn't shine brightly at all. I forgot about it. It is dull with no flame lit in it, but it still has a very nice smile on it. Makes you feel very welcomed.
Oh.
Benny kind of points out to everyone, like, all the businesses and stuff like that. Like a few, he's like, here's the barbershop, here's the dentist, here's the abandoned movie theater. It's been shut down a while, but you know, it's still good to have history. Those are those punk kids, and he like shakes his hand at like a few of like hoodlums on the side, kind of giving him the like evil eye. And then you pull up to this nice kind of 2-tier building with a nice little clock and stairs leading up to it, and this is City Hall, the mayor's office. Go ahead when you get in and tell Calabar that Benny sent you. Put in a good word for me.
Oh, we'll definitely do that.
And remember, if you need me, you just gotta call, alright? And if you're calling, I'm probably already on the way there, because he taps the side of the taxi. Psychic cab, we know where you're going, even before you do.
Well, that's useful.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Okay,
Order
bye,
the
Benny.
Warlocks.
Hey, Benny.
Thank you.
Ah! And he takes off. Honks the horn. So yeah, what do you guys do? You're outside the mayor's office.
Go meet the mayor.
Yeah, I think we would
So
like
go
to
in and meet the mayor.
enter
Yeah.
and attempt to meet the mayor. I don't know if the mayor is just sitting around waiting for people to come talk to them, but
So I'm
Hopefully.
assuming the mayor's office isn't big enough for Moro to come into the mayor's
Not
office.
into the doorway, no.
Right. So I think Moro will sit outside nicely and San will go in.
I'm just picturing her like kind of dog loafing next to
That's
the
what- yeah,
door
she's
with her
like-
paws crossed.
Yep. She's just sitting down, relaxing, kind of nearby, and I think she like nudges San with her nose to go in.
As you're turning to go in, you see, San, you look back, and you see a bunch of children surrounding Moro as they excitedly try to pet her. And you kind of resign her to her fate for now.
I feel like Moro's has enough mom energy to be okay
She's a very
with
motherly
kids.
wolf.
Yeah,
She might
I
swap
think-
them.
I think she'd be very okay with it unless they try to do something. Then she might like swat at them a little bit or like let out a little growl or something to like warn them that wasn't okay. But otherwise, I feel like she's fine with it.
As you step into the office, you see it's pretty empty, with the exception of one woman who has kind of like dark green skin is standing there typing away on some sort of device. For some of you might know it's a typewriter, and she's kind of like going away into her work. Doesn't seem to recognize you at first, or doesn't seem to even notice you at first, I should say.
I think Sarah will look at the other three, see if either any of them look to be taking the initiative or not.
Well, then in
Hello?
that case, Alpha's going to run directly up to the desk and perch his, put the bottom of his beak on her desk and look up at her and be like, "Hi, can we meet the mayor?"
I just imagine Ben's like, hello, and before he can finish, the choke alpha just flies. so fast.
he's like, huh, and then and he's just like,
You just get like feathers in your mouth. Well, cause like I just imagine like a chocobo flying like a chicken, and if you've ever seen a chicken do its short range fly, it is the funniest. Like, I almost cursed. It is the funniest thing you'll ever see, because it's like flapping. It's like just kind of. The woman startled for a second, but she like readjusts her eyes. She goes, "Oh, hello," and she starts petting you on your feathers. What do I have the pleasure of you? And she picks you up. You want to... Oh, and then she looks and sees the other three of you. Oh, visitors on this important day. Amazing. Yes. I knew the portal was open today. I'm glad I didn't expect anyone new to visit, but I'm welcome to Halloweentown. What can I help you with? You're still holding Alpha.
Alpha's just gonna like wiggle his feet a little.
like Alpha said, we would like to talk to the mayor.
Oh, you want to talk to Mayor Calabar? Sure. I think you should be okay with that. She picks up one of those old-fashioned phones, the 2 parts, where it's like that. Hello. She kind of rings a bit and goes, Mayor Calabar, and you don't really hear his voice, but you hear that like the cartoony thing. Like, yes, I have. I know you said not to disturb you, but I have 4 members, coming. 4 people wanting to meet you, or 3 in their. Are you their pet?
No, he's our friend.
4
He's the
new friends.
4th member.
4 friends wanting to meet you. They just arrived in the town. No, I don't know if they're here for the election. Okay, give me 1 sec. He's just gonna see his other guest out.
Understood.
And as you kind of wait there in the waiting room, you hear the door open. And out walks a cloaked figure.
Dun, dun, dun.
The person walks, regards you for a second, but if you don't say anything, begins walking for the exit.
Does it
Ben
look?
Solo definitely grabs onto the hilt of his lightsaber and pulls it out, but he doesn't light it.
Does it look like the same
Oh yeah.
size and shape as the other one that we saw?
This person looks slightly taller and a little more broad-shouldered, but just probably as gangly even.
So you said Ben doesn't say anything.
No, I said Ben definitely pulls his lightsaber hilt out and it looks like he's gonna light it, but looks at everybody else first because he's like, maybe I double check the rash thing I go do before I do it.
Alpha is going to say, hey, wait a minute. And I'm going to roll for convince somebody and get a 10.
Okay.
Actually an 11 because I get a +1 to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And ask the mysterious cloak figure. He's going to say, hey, we met your friend a little bit ago. Would you mind staying and talking for a minute?
He looks and the person goes, well, now, aren't you the cutest thing I've ever seen?
Well, thank you.
Where I come from, we used to roast a lot of chickens like you, fry them up. But you are just so adorable, I don't think I would have to find myself in my heart to do it. Come on now, what are you folks doing in a place like this? Can't really stand and talk, unfortunately. I know you probably met that firecracker of a... Oh, probably shouldn't reveal too much. Sorry about that, but I have a timetable to keep. And he's going to take the option of, until kind of reveal their true intentions. He'll talk to you for like a few seconds. He goes, but as you can understand, you probably know why I'm here, and I know why you're here. But doesn't mean we have to make no mess of the office. Not my style, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think San's move would be to put a hand on Ben's shoulder and kind of like motion like, no.
Yeah,
This isn't a good scenario for a fight.
He's gonna put it back on his belt, which then I guess it disappears because of how Kingdom Hearts logic is.
Yeah.
Just
To our hammer space.
Gentlemen, ladies.
I think before this person leaves, Sarah will be like, maybe we won't get along, but is there something that we can call you at least?
Ooh. Enchanté. He says, fake tipping a hat.
tipping his hood.
Yeah, I guess the hood a bit. I guess if you don't mind saying who y'all are, I wouldn't mind saying who I am.
Alpha's gonna immediately just like wave a wing really enthusiastically and be like, I'm Alpha!
Oh, aren't you the cutest? Gotta hand it to you, Alpha. Tell me, when you dream big?
Of course I do.
Oh, just look at you. You're gonna be the crown jewel of the Guardians. I won't have the heart to take you out myself. I'll leave it to one of the others. Call me a coward, but... well, I have a soft spot for animals like you.
I'm
Anybody else
Kylo.
going to... Ooh.
You can call me Kylo Ren.
Ooh.
It's my close. It's the closest he can think of to a fake name because he doesn't trust giving his real one.
That's so cute, honestly.
I love it.
And you two, enchantes?
My name is San. And I feel like she makes really intense eye contact when she says it. Or like looks like where you would expect eyes to be in a hood. Yeah. Yeah.
Just look into the black void
Yeah.
of their like hooded
Yeah.
face. I think Sarah does her best impression of a intimidating glare. I don't think she's very good at being intimidating though. And she says, I believe I asked you first.
Ooh.
Sassy.
Well, okay.
Bit.
Everyone watching this right now, please take your guesses on who you might think this is. Because we're going to
No
go
idea.
on a short 3-minute break as he pulls his hood back and will reveal who it is in just a moment. See you in 3 minutes, everyone. Transitioning. There we go.
Nick broke it.
to Kingdom Hearts: The Interstitial War. Thank you for joining us. We'll be going for a tad bit longer. Let's enjoy the episode now. Let's get right back into it. So, as the man pulls back his hood, let me describe what you see, and when you could, I'll let you guys, let the four of you just call out your guesses. You see a man, slightly older, probably in his like late 30s to early 40s, with sunken kind of eyes and dark circles under them, like he's been very tired for very long. You see age lines, a kind of like chiseled, like kind of pointy jaw and chin. His mouth with a decent rare of teeth, except for one missing, a little bit of a space in the middle of it. You see a pencil thin mustache. His eyes blazing purple. And you can see the hint of some sort of necklace he might be wearing underneath the cloak. When he does pull the kind of the cloak back, it's almost like darkness fades away from his face, revealing it. So it's a really cool, weird effect. And he kind of snaps his fingers, and on top of his head, a top hat forms with a red. You know who it is? With a red.
I don't know their name though, because I don't know the IP, but I know who it is visually.
Like a red velvet kind of like inlay, and a threatening skull symbol on the main part of it.
Oh!
Well,
I haven't actually seen the movie.
for everyone here, and to give my name to you, Enchanté, and the other little guardians, I'm a doctor. You can call me Dr. Fasalier, at your service.
I was right.
I didn't know until you said the skull on the hat, but
Same.
I was like,
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Now,
Agreed.
were I a betting man, and I'm not, I wouldn't dare take on 4 Guardians of Light to one little old me. So, I give you my name. Dear lady, shall you give me yours?
I think Sarah looks to the other 3 and looks back. She says, Sarah.
Sarah. Simply enchanted. It's a feeling I get from saying your name. Feels like ice cold snow falling down on me.
No, someone else.
But
She doesn't actually say that.
I must admit, you don't seem like the type that I would consider guardians. Tell me, what foolishness got you mixed up in the war here?
I don't believe
No.
that's your concern.
No.
Or- Well, some kind of foolishness indeed then, if you won't admit it. But I can extend an offer right here. I can make all your dreams come true if you truly wish. You don't need little Kingdom Hearts for that. You just need to fall back and let this world fall into darkness.
Alpha's going to say, well, we're obviously not going to do that.
Well, I guess not, but it was worth a shot. You have yourselves a great day. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon enough.
Oh, you will. I hope you're ready for when we come.
Trust
He does a
me.
little bow.
Oh, Nick,
Yes.
before the good doctor leaves, I want to
like-
make a link with him.
Okay.
Me too.
Samesies.
Of course.
We all just want to make a link with this doctor.
Raise
Alright.
a hand if it's dark.
Nope.
All right, roll your links. Everyone's making a dark. Alpha, what are you making?
I'm actually going to make a heart link,
Okay,
or at least try to.
that's okay.
All right, so I get XP because dark is one of my lowest stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rules for making a link.
All right,
There it is.
cool. I got a 7.
I got a 9.
All right.
I got a
7, 9,
13.
13.
8.
All right. So, and you make the dark link very easily. Alpha Sarah-san, do you want your? Oh, actually, no. I get to decide this. So for Alpha, I'm gonna say, I'll let you have the heart link. Your link move doesn't go off.
Okay.
Trying to think of Sarah, and so, let me see. I'm also gonna say you guys, your link moves don't get off, but you get the link you're looking for. I don't think I want to twist this link.
Do you want me to explain why it's a heart link?
You can definitely give us your reasoning for it, sure.
Let me write him down on my sheet here real quick before I forget how to spell his name.
Facilier. I looked it up.
Facilier. So, in Chocobo Tales, through most of the story, the only humanoid bad guy is a girl named Irma, and she interferes with his stuff constantly through the whole story, and she's a big pain in the butt, and like he fights her over and over and over and over again. But then at the end of the story, it turns out that she was actually just like misled, and like the BBEG actually ends up turning on her, and it turns out that she was actually a pretty good person all along. So that being his only experience with like bad guy people, he's like it makes him think of his friend Irma and how like she's not actually bad, she just was misled, and Alpha wants to try to make the good doctor see the light.
And I mean, the doctor hasn't been necessarily mean to any of you either, so it makes sense for you, Alpha.
Yeah.
What was the last thing, really quick, Ben, that you said to him?
I pretty much said be ready in the TLDR.
Don't you disrespect me, little Jedi. Don't you derogate or deride. This is my world now, not your world. And he kind of leans, not like close to you, but enough that you can hear his whisper. Got friends on the other side. And turns and leaves. Not through a portal or anything, just through the door.
He just walks out. Ben takes a few steps like he's gonna go after him, and then probably, because this is all very quick, Sans hands on his shoulder still. He probably, once he would get to where Sans' arm is fully extended, he just stops.
Sarah just glares at him as he leaves. Grr.
All right. So, the secretary looks kind of confused. Was that your friend?
No.
Alpha's gonna pipe in with, "Not yet."
This cinnamon roll.
Ben rubs his temples at the not yet.
Yeah, it's something interesting. Like, he called you a Jedi, Ben.
Yeah, that's why he's like, he knows we're about to go and talk to a mayor person, so he's trying not to have the freak out now. He's trying to shove it all real down for as soon as we're out of here, so he can yell about it to his friends.
Well,
allies.
The mayor's ready to see you now, and says and beckons you inside.
Excellent.
As you head upstairs, to a nice, smaller, more ornate-looking office, where you see a gentleman sitting at a desk. The gentleman looks to me like a normal guy. Like I said, probably in his like 30s, and he clean shaven in a gray suit with a top hat as well, and a cane, but a lot less sinister looking with curly black hair. He looks and he goes, new friends. Welcome, welcome. He gets up saying, and he kind of gestures his cane and almost like showmanship. Welcome to Halloweentown. I'm gonna change the music. Okay, I think this movie's old enough. If we get a copyright strike, Wes, just tell me. I'll put it down real low. What can I do you for?
Hello, we wanted to introduce ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
thank
new
you.
in town.
Well, it's great to have you. You came at the perfect time.
So we've
today's
heard.
election day.
Yeah, that's what Benny told us.
Oh, you came here with Benny. Oh, he's such a great driver, isn't he?
Yeah.
I keep telling him he needs to eat more. He's all skin and bones. Well, really just bones.
I think Sarah actually genuinely giggles at that.
See, I'm always good if I can make a laugh. Yeah, it's good that you saw me. I might not be mayor too much longer, but I have a feeling I'm gonna win. I hope anyway. Yeah, I have a pretty good campaign manager.
Who's your campaign manager?
Oh, my secretary. She's really good at that.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. She was really nice, but I didn't get her name.
Oh, that's Lucy. Oh, she must have loved you. She loves pets and animals. But I'm not saying you're a pet or an animal. You're a creature, but we're all creatures here.
It's okay. I'm kind of getting used to it.
What does Sand look like? Like in terms of emotionally, what's your mood right now?
I feel very neutral.
Okay.
I feel after that encounter with Dr. Facilier, she's just neutral now.
He walks up to you with the cane in hand. He goes, now there's one thing. As mayor, I won't stand in Halloweentown. It's sad faces. And he kind of lifts up the cane, and then a bouquet of flowers, spring flowers, not like roses or anything, but nice spring flowers spring from it. And he hands you the bouquet. The kind of broken phone.
She'll take it, and she looks mildly confused, and she says thank you. This is appreciated.
You're welcome. It's just think of it as me welcoming all of you to our humble little town.
We appreciate it.
That's great, and I appreciate you all too. So was today just an introduction, or is there anything I can help you out with?
Oh, we just wanted to hear more about the campaign and the town in general, really.
Yeah, Benny told us all about the election, so we wanted to meet the candidates.
Oh, yes, for sure. Yeah, I've been the elected mayor here for the last 8 to 10 years. It's a position that keeps going whether you're voted in or out. Yeah, everything's been running smoothly. We're actually thinking of expanding soon. We've been kind of stuck in this town a bit. I really want us to break out a little bit, and us monsters here, show maybe get some more standing in the human world. It'd be really nice, and I think it'd be really great for the town. My opponent, she doesn't think so, Aggie, but she's got a great head on her shoulder, and she's very wise. But I think she might be too entrenched in her traditionalist ways. So I get it. I'm very, new idea, hip. What word? Maybe even you can call me liberal, but I don't like to use that word. We don't use that words like this in Halloweentown. And she's very traditional, by the book, and very all about keeping the peace. And I think we can ruffle up the peace just a little bit if it means having a better place for us monsters.
Huh.
But I do instruct you to maybe go talk to Aggie and get the full story so you have full intentions if you vote, if you're voting.
Yes, where could we speak to her?
Oh, she should be at the Cromwell residence. You could definitely call on Benny if you'd like.
Oh, Benny said he was picking up Cromwell kids. So
What?
that's probably where he's going.
The Cromwell kid.
No.
Like Gwen's kids. I'm sorry, you don't know who Gwen is. What? Her grandkids? Well, she
I
didn't
guess
tell me
so.
about this. This is splendid-tackingly. Yeah, just make sure you don't stay too late because the portal Halloweentown closes at midnight and it only opens once a year on Halloween.
Oh,
We're
well,
fine.
thank you for letting us know.
Oh, no problem. That's what I'm here for.
Is
And
is your lovely Dr. Facilier friend helping you with your campaign?
oh, he talked to me, tried to give me some tips on everything. I wasn't too keen on what he was saying too much. I thanked him for attempting to help me out. You know, I really do appreciate that. But you know, I don't necessarily, I don't think I need his help as much. I think Lucy has it all covered. But he seemed like a perfectly nice guy. Always
Yeah,
offering
he
me a
was
lot of deals.
He was very polite to us. What kind of stuff was he recommending to you?
Oh, he was just saying I should hold a mixer, and that he has these like special like, you know, food and drink I could give people, you know, that'd be like very nice for everyone. Just a lot of great stuff that he also said if I really wanted to, I should catch a movie. Whatever that meant. I don't really think the old movie theater doesn't work, but
I would be careful.
oh, he doesn't seem like the type. You know, I'm sure his appearance might seem a little bit. He seems like a little bit of a morose individual, but I'm sure he's warm and cuddly on the inside. Do you know him? Do you know the doctor?
Not personally, but
We're acquaintances.
He's very morose and will bring the mood down.
Oh, I could see that. It's like I have Lucy handling everything, so you don't have to worry about yourself. As long as you're in Halloweentown, I will personally say you are under my care. Nothing ever bad happens in Halloweentown. That's just how we are.
I sure hope so.
Ben gives a look around, like this, like little bit of a. Should we tell him about the giant fucking? Ooh, the giant monster.
There's your one. There's your one.
There's your one.
The giant monster.
I think when Ben gives that look, Sarah will be like, "Oh, so we heard about those monsters outside of town?"
Oh yes, I've heard reports of it. Although, my officers weren't able to really pull up anything. They weren't able to find any evidence of it. I have been hearing sightings. Are you saying you saw something?
Yeah, when we were riding in town with Benny, we and he's gonna kind of look over at the group and look back at the mayor and be like, "Oh, we saw a few of them in the woods on the way into town."
Okay. Strange, curious. I'll have a talk with Benny myself and see. Maybe we can get to the bottom of this. They don't seem to be affecting anyone outside of Halloweentown, so maybe keep to the borders for now. Just until the end of, after election night.
Thank you.
Did they just recently, just today, start appearing, or?
Aaron, we'll be getting the last couple days. We'll be getting stuff about this.
Okay.
But, Mr. Mayor, if it's been a couple days.
Well, please call me Calabar.
Oh, okay, Calabar. If they've been here a couple days, where did they come from? Because the portal only opens on Halloween, right?
I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. No, I'm a warlock, but I'm not a mind reader, unfortunately.
A warlock? Does that mean you do magic?
Yes, like I did with the flowers just now. You know, magic's very simple. It's just about, he kind of comes up to you, Alpha. It's just about thinking about something you want really, really hard and wishing for it until it just appears, and he produces an apple, which he gives to you.
Alpha's gonna Alpha's gonna hold it in between his little wing hand things and be like, "Wow, thank you."
Do you go at it like Woody Woodpecker, like?
Yeah.
Just like apple flying everywhere. All over the carpet. So yeah,
When did the good doctor show up?
Oh, he showed about yesterday. He's been, you know, we had a little meetings here and there, and I thought I'd give him the time of day. He was talking to Aggie too as well.
It's very
Did
kind
he
of
say
you to
how
give
he
him-
got here?
Oh no, he didn't. Honestly, didn't really cross my mind. Unfortunately, I've just been so busy.
Sorry,
That
what
sounds
what
strange.
question did Elf what question did Alpha just ask?
How did the doctor get there? Since
Okay.
it wasn't Halloween yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure.
So there have been reports of those monsters. Has anyone gotten hurt or gone missing?
Some people, they say they went missing, but they usually pop up. It's usually all explained. I'm telling you, it's nothing really we can confirm. It's it kind of sounds like Aggie right now. She thinks that there's this whole big thing going on. There's no proof of it. I want to
Okay.
believe it, but I don't want to set everyone to panic if there's nothing wrong. With
Yeah,
this
that's
so-called-
reasonable.
The Heartless talk, as she likes to call it.
She called them the Heartless?
Oh yes, that's what she calls them.
Huh.
A nasty word, right? How can you
Hmm.
call someone Heartless?
Well, maybe we'll ask her what she thinks about it.
Oh, I'm sure she would love to rouse you with that tale.
Think that is a good idea. If only so, we can watch Election Day completely immersed and understand how it works.
Of course, and I would definitely recommend you explore the town.
Oh, I had one more question.
Of course.
You
Oh.
said that there had been people who went missing and then turned up again. Where might we find them? Just to check in on things and make sure
They're-
people are okay.
They should be around. They should be walking around. I'm not sure. They kind of
Okay.
they could. I think they talked about going to see a movie. I'm not sure.
Oh, but I thought you
And
said
There's
the-
that phrase again.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the movie theater's been closed. It's abandoned. Don't go in there.
Is it dangerous?
I mean, it's dusty and got I almost said hepatitis. Asbestos. There we go. I don't know how to say that word. I forget what it says. I can't say it.
Asbestos.
Asbestos.
Asbestos, yeah.
Asbestos.
Okay. Well,
Um,
thank you for giving us so much good information. I feel
Yes.
very much informed now.
Yes, thank
And,
you so much.
I've been seeing a cat around here just kind of pop up randomly. I'm not sure if you saw it. I think I might have to search my office for it.
A cat?
Meta.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we're out of character, can I make a link with the mayor?
Of
I was
course,
just
with
about to say the
Calabar.
Say, Calabar link time, Moroni.
While we're at it, I also wanted to make a link with Lucy.
Okay, cool. What kind of link you want to make with Lucy?
For both of them, I want to make light links.
Awesome.
For Calabar, I got a 13,
Okay.
and for Lucy, I got a 9.
All right. Well, there's so for Lucy, I'm gonna say you're gonna get a mastery link with Lucy instead. Because
Okay.
because like her just managing the whole campaign apparently by herself, that's that kind of organization that you're gonna probably need, especially for this war. You need to be on top of things, and for your questions so far you have, but maybe that'll help you strive forward a little bit better. Ben, Sarah-san, what about you? Three?
Do you do your link move?
Well, it's like your link move heals, right? Is that the
Yeah, but I think
Oh.
We already healed everybody, so
Yeah,
we should be
sorry. Okay, I would like to try to make a heart link with the mayor.
Okay, Calabar. All right. Please call me Calabar. The mayor is
Ah.
just too official of the title.
I do not make the heart link. I rolled a 3 minus 1 is 2.
Oh boy.
Well, sorry, Calabar, I really tried.
The link move doesn't trigger, so I'm gonna give you a link. So, you're gonna get, you're gonna get a heart link with Calabar because something about him just feels warm.
That's what I was trying to make.
Oh, you're trying to get a heart link. You're gonna get a light
Yeah.
link. Sorry, you're gonna light
Okay.
link with Calabar.
I mean,
Something about it feels warm and like friendly, and you're like, I just want to be friends with this guy. And he's gonna get a light link on you as well.
alright, cool. I
Uh,
shall.
Someone else gets a link on you, but I won't reveal who just yet.
Hey.
Before we go back in character,
Mhm.
I would like to use one of my playbook moves.
Sure. Really quick, we should Ben and San, what links you want to roll?
I'm gonna roll for a heart link for
Calabar.
for Calabar. And is it because is it just the D6s?
2d6.
Okay.
You do the whatever the stat
bonus.
is.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay. So because it's my least one,
You
I
mark
can.
experience.
Okay, sweet. I rolled a 5.
Ooh. Someone's gonna take a link on you. And you were trying to get a light or a heart link?
Heart link.
I'm also gonna give you you're gonna get a mastery link on Calabar. Because you feel like you have a lot to learn, especially if this dude's all about magic. And just the
Yeah.
charisma. Maybe it's something you can do to sound a little bit friendlier in the future.
Valid.
Horrible.
And San?
San would like to make a light link with Calabar, and she
Awesome.
rolled a 7.
Okay. So I'll just say your link move doesn't go off. I think you get that light link.
Okay.
She's like, oh, he gave me flowers. That's so nice.
Yeah, also realize that the experience for rolling for lowest stat only happens when you're making links. So
Okay.
not when
Yes,
you just
yes,
do
yes.
general moves.
I did know
Mhm.
that.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So
I just need links.
yeah, it's great
Yeah.
to have those links. So he kind of bids you farewell. He's like, well, you have yourself a great rest of the day, and I'll see you at the election. You know, I don't want to pressure you. But you know, listen to both sides, and I would love for you to be, supporting behind me. It'd be great, especially with new friends.
Before we leave, I
Yep.
have a playbook move I want to use.
Okay, which
I
move do you wanna
have
use?
we need to think before we act, and the text says, when you wish for guidance, ask, what here will keep my friends safe? And the GM will answer you honestly. So between Calabar and Lucy and Dr. Facilier and this whole situation and all of the information that we've gathered here, what here is important to keeping Alpha and the gang safe?
Well, to keep yourselves safe also means out of danger, would you say, correct? So to keep yourself safe and out of danger, you would say, I probably shouldn't go to that movie theater.
Let's
That's
go to the
valid.
movie theater. No, I think we should first go talk to Aggie, right?
Mhm.
I agree.
And
Yes.
Betty's probably going to pick us up at the door outside of the mayor's office because he knows where we're going already.
Yeah, it's like as we're walking out, we're already thinking about it. So
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you walk out. As you're doing so, you see that there are now 6 children, all on top of Moro, in various states of playing with bits of her fur. One's on top riding her, another one's like fluffing her, just rolling around her fluff. Moro does not look pleased.
I think San walks up, and without trying to be too mean, but probably says it pretty sternly, she's like, okay, playtime's over. Wolfie has to leave.
And all the kids like, oh no, and then Moro just shakes them.
Yeah. Just shakes them off.
And instead of fleas, it's just children flying off her.
Oh no.
It's a massacre. No, I'm joking.
No. Strong impression in Halloweentown.
Little children don't break; they just kind of bounce.
Betty
It's
will
like that.
remember
They just fly off, hit the ground, get up, laugh, walk away. Like that comic of the little kid getting hit by the meteor. And the dad's
Playtime
like-
is over.
The dad's just like, don't freak out. As long as you don't freak out, he'll be fine.
So yeah, and waiting for you is Benny. Honk honk. Except, well, I have to stop hitting stuff on my desk. Jesus Christ. Is honk. That doesn't count as one. That wasn't an F-bomb. You see, in the backseat of the car, and the hood's back up again. You see there are now 3 children in the backseat as well.
like human children.
Yes, human children. One seems to be 13, both of them seem to be young, 12, 13. There seems to be a little one, maybe 7 or 8, younger than them. The girl and they all have similar. The 2 girls each have kind of brown straight hair. And then the boy has like curly brown hair with glasses on, and he does not look to be in a good mood that he's in here. The rest are just kind of oohing and eyeing, and you can see the little one goes kind of tugging at her, you guess, sister's shirt, and like pointing at the big wolf.
We
Alpha's
cannot all.
gonna walk straight up to the car and to say hi to Benny and be like, "Hi, Benny."
You hear from the back, Marty, it's a chicken. Chickens can't talk, says the boy in the middle. Good to see you guys. So you go to Aggie's place. Well, good thing I'm dropping these 3 kids off there too. You can come along the way. Sorry, kids, it's gonna be a little bit of a stuffy ride.
I will sit in the front. I don't want to sit with the younglings. And he goes and sits in the passenger seat.
Yeah, the last time that lightsaber met with younglings, it did not end good for them, did it?
No, it didn't.
we don't talk about that on this stream.
Not anymore.
Okay, then I guess Sarah squeezes in the back with like Mog and Alpha like on her lap.
Alpha's gonna ask if he can put the top down again.
Oh, yeah, that would be helpful.
Oh yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, because Mog can sit on the back of the seat with him.
Perfect. Then it's just
Make a little bit more
Sarah
room.
and Mog and 3 children in the back.
And San just riding Mora behind.
Yep. She doesn't want to be touched right now. Well, Moro doesn't. She's had enough children.
They look over and they're like, "Are you witches too?" The kind of older girl goes,
Yes.
Yes.
There's a wide eye look. Yes.
You hear Zach and Cody is their voice in your head. Don't mess with the natural order, dude.
Yes, witches.
Does anyone still have a link with Zach and Cody?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep that forever
All right.
until I spend it for XP.
Until Alpha gets light portal and starts.
Getting them here.
Yeah, good. I summoned Zach and Cody to fight for me. Oh. So yeah, you kind of all get in and like you're just kind of talking your way there as Benny starts to drive a little bit out of town. Because the Aggie's house is on top of a hill, as he tells you. He's like, what'd you guys think of Calabar?
He's really nice.
I don't want to tell you, nicest guy there is in town, best mayor. And the little girl, but Grandma says he's hiding something. And the little kind of older one goes, "Stop it, Sophie! Don't be saying that."
Hiding something.
Yeah, the little girl goes.
Looks over the chair.
I'm Sophie, so now I can actually say Sophie and get it and say stop saying the little girl. Yeah, I'm Sophie, by the way. But yeah, Grandma says that there's a problem that Calabar's got a secret, and it freaks her out, and there's some bad stuff happening. And like the boy in the middle, he's just like from when we met him, he seems like a great guy, and he knows Mom. Dylan, you think everyone's a great guy?
He's very nice, but everybody does have secrets.
And Marnie goes, the older girl goes, well, we should have just, I'm Marnie, this is my brother Dylan, and my little sister Sophie, and you 4 are?
My name's Alpha.
Sarah, you can call me Sarah.
So about secrets.
It's like that thing where it's like, what are you guys? Thora, Donald, Goofy, like that's always like.
No, but you can call me. He thinks about it. You can call me Ben.
Ben?
And Alpha's gonna point behind them and be like, "And that's San, and the big wolf is Moro."
Yeah, Benny makes sense. I knew I liked this guy. And,
Exactly.
Dylan's like, that's the most normal name I've heard since I got here.
You can call me Kylo if you want to.
Please no.
So Ben.
Normal's good. I like normal.
Sarah's a pretty normal name.
Oh, well, Sarah, I guess. But Sophie's like, yeah, I think he's keeping secrets. I get a bad vibe. And that man, that man in the hooded cloak, he's real freaky.
He is real freaky. I agree.
Has he talked to? Sorry, this Aggie is their grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Has he talked to your grandmother before?
I think so. Tried to get her to buy the stuff from him, get the stuff from him. I said it would help her with the campaign. Marty's like, no, he's like, we weren't supposed to admit they were spying on them, Sophie, but they look like good people. I think something's going on. My sister might be exaggerating, but yeah, he did come to talk to my grandma.
Alpha's gonna lean down from his perch on the back of the seat and lean down in between the kids and kind of look between them and be like, well, if it's any consolation, we are pretty good people, and we're actually here to help. And we can't say too much about what we're here to help with, but it definitely involves the guy in the black cloak.
Is he a bad guy?
Technically,
He's not a good
yeah, that's better. I don't want to just say he's a bad guy, because I mean he was pretty polite and stuff, but yeah, he's not a good guy.
I like San's expression from the back, like glaring with like a, are you kidding me?
He's very dangerous and you should not get close to him.
That's probably fair.
Betty kind of chimes in, changing the subject here, because I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear all of that. You should see, Marty, you said you want to be a witch,
You don't
right?
remember any of this. I mean, will you allow me to do some magic and
You
try
can
to...
You can cast some magic if you want, yeah.
The old Jedi mind trick?
Okay, go ahead. See if Kylo knows this.
Let's see. He's technically very good at it, but can he do it here is a really good question.
Does he erase
And-
people's memories in the movie? I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember.
He doesn't
if did.
erase people's memories, but he does go into them and does other psychic stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I think this would count as inflicts a semi-permanent condition.
Yeah. So we'll see. Well, we'll see if we can even roll the good number here, because it's
You just need a 7.
mastery. Oh,
Or, like,
well,
7 to
with a
9.
mastery 0, a 6 is not a 7.
Ooh. Well, you get XP.
Yeah, I get XP.
You do get XP.
He goes, you don't remember anything I said about the hooded figure.
I think I do. He said, and he boops you on the nose.
He frowns because he's very confused as to why it didn't work. And it must be because you're a skeleton. It's just the only thing he says. In this
Yeah,
line.
but he doesn't have a brain technically, so how can you do Jedi mind tricks on him?
I don't have a medulla. I can't even say the word right.
Medulla
Can't say that
oblongata? Amazing. Oh, I want to make links with the kids.
Okay. Really quick. Marty's gonna be like, so you're a witch, and she kind of looks up to you, Sarah. It's like, can you cast spells? Can you teach me?
I think Sarah does like a quick look to Ben and Alpha to see what their expressions at this question might be.
Don't mess with the natural order. I'm just.
I think Sarah's gonna look back and say, I'm pretty busy today because with the
Aw.
election and all, and after today, the portal closes. So
Yeah, we have to go home, but you're not from around here, so you go back to the real world too, don't you?
Something like that.
Well, maybe not him. The chicken. Oh, bird,
I think
sorry.
Sarah's gonna like do like a whoosh. like a little
Oh.
magic, like.
We summoned our friend Alpha.
Somebody magic, that seems intense.
Yep, it's really intense. Don't try it. It's dangerous.
Oh no, definitely. But when I become a witch and my grandma tells me, I'll definitely learn that spell.
Yeah, and summon Alpha. Yeah.
I could do that. I could summon the alpha. Is it like the same alpha, or is it a different alpha? When you summon something, is it like the actual real person, or like just a copy of them?
It
That's a
depends
really good
how
question.
hard you want it.
How's everyone feeling right when she says that? You're like,
Yeah, now I'm having an internal like, am I real?
We're all having existential
When you go
crises
through
right
the
here.
teleporter, is it you that comes out on the other side, or just a copy
clone?
of you?
Oh gosh.
Oh no, don't use clone.
it's not like, you know, Alpha's like an ancient spirit who's actually died or anything.
Nope,
No, that'd be silly.
not like dead. Yike! Yike!
Where the original one might be dead, and this might just be like a copy that doesn't realize they're a copy, and that's really the saddest thing in the world. What am I talking
Anyway.
about? I'm a child.
Existential Kingdom Hearts.
I would also like to make a link with these children.
Yep. If you want to make links, go ahead and give me a roll.
Question.
Yes.
The twins count as one link. Do the kids count as one link or 3 links?
I'll say. For the
Probably one link for
yeah,
the
for
sake
the
of
sake
ease.
of ease, they all count as one link. But we could say you could have like a focus, so like you could like they're all with the group of kids, but you can focus like each of you can pick like, oh, I specifically want to make it with Marty or Sophie or Dylan.
I want to make a link with Sophie, but like also all the kids.
Yeah. So like it counts for all of them, but like you can specifically choose who your focus is, I guess.
Same.
So Marty was the one asking to learn magic from you. Sophie was
Oh,
the girl
then
that
I'll
was like,
then I'll be with Marty then.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. I don't know if that was. There are 2 kids' voices. It's hard for me to
Differentiate, yeah. Okay, so I'll try to make. Well, I guess I'll try to make like a mastery link with him then, because he wanted to.
Okay. With Marty,
learn.
because she wants to learn. Okay.
That is a 10.
Awesome. Your link move goes off.
Woohoo!
What do you get to do?
Whenever you make a link with someone, lock a different link. Ooh, who should I lock a link with? Hold on, what are these kids' last names again?
Cromwell.
Cromwell.
Cromwell. Alright. Oh gosh.
It's really
What
funny
have I
that
done?
Disney decided to name them after like the famous occultist, but we're not going to talk about that and the irony in that.
Alright, and then I guess I'll lock my link with Doctor Strange? Zach and Cody? Who knows?
Doctor Strange. Okay, you can lock that.
I think I'm gonna lock it with Doctor Strange. That seems
Good
more
one. Good
useful.
one.
That's not the sweet life.
That's not the sweet life. I'm sorry. Next time, Zach and Cody. Next time.
I'm going to make a link with Dylan,
Okay.
and it's going to be a dark link.
Oh, because yeah, he's being a negative Nancy here, isn't he?
I'm not a chicken.
I got a 9 minus 1 is an 8. And that means I get to mark an experience, right?
It's not a failure, or is it your lowest stat?
That's my lowest.
So you do get to mark experience.
Heck yes.
Oh, some people are gonna get close to advancing soon enough.
I have 3 XP right now.
Okay, you need.
I'm
5,
at
dude.
2.
Cool,
I
so
have a
you-
lot.
You have 5.
I have 4
Yeah, one more, and you get an
because I
advancement.
failed and also did the one roll that was my lowest for a link.
Sorry.
It's bad.
mhm.
Can I
yeah.
also make a link?
Yes, for sure.
I'm not. Do I have to choose a focus?
You don't have to if you don't want to. It's just nice if you're like particularly like one of them more than the others.
Okay. You know what though? I'll also choose Dylan, but I'm gonna go and again try to make either. Man, it seems
Oh,
so cheesy.
and,
Oh, it's either.
I'll say Alpha, you do make the Dark Link with Dylan, your move just doesn't go off.
Yep.
Alright,
That's
and then
I think I'm gonna go with mastery
awesome.
because with Dylan, because they're young and he was a youngling, and he seems like to be that negative type of fighty that he's like, man, I was there once and it went real bad.
I will
What
train
if-
this kid.
Yeah, I will train this kid to balance the force.
You will not learn music, or you will not learn magic, but you will learn the blade.
Yeah, exactly. I got a 10.
Awesome, you make the
Nice.
mastery link. And then Santa Mora, did you want to make any links?
Wait, what's your blink move?
What's your link move? Yeah.
It's whenever you make a link with a character that has a link of a different type with you, gain +1 forward on actions against them, and they don't have a link on me, so
Not yet. That's gonna be
Not
useful
yet.
when you see people that you know, or people that know.
it's gonna
of
be
you.
useful when people I want to punch are around.
So San and Mora would like to make a link with Sophie, and it's going to
Okay.
be a heart link because she appreciated that they were honest and are trying to like help them in
Okay.
a way,
Awesome.
and are like that they like got the vibe that guy was bad.
They're a little bit more understanding than
Right.
an alpha was.
I got a 10.
Awesome. What is your link move?
I don't. Wait, where is it?
Does
I
it
don't.
does it apply?
I don't think it applies. Yeah, because I think I get. Where did it go?
Oh, it's just in harmony. Yeah.
Yeah, I get +1 forward whenever I get a link of this type, but I did my harmony link this time was light, and this
Yep.
is a heart link. So
Okay, cool. So y'all make your links as you're driving up. So what are you guys doing here? Marnie says.
We're here for the election.
Okay, and Sophie's like, yeah, I mean the election, but you don't live here. It seems like, so why would you care? Unless you know something's up too. And Benny's like, yeah, they fuck those creatures off pretty easily. Well, better than I would.
Stare at Benny.
that's what.
We sure did. It was very interesting.
It was the least we could do for giving us a ride into town.
I mean, no, you definitely saved my bones. I almost said skin, but that wouldn't have really made sense.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Chuckles. Yeah.
they're awesome, and that one has a key. Crazy
I-
that looking thing.
Yes, I have a key. It unlocks a big treasure once I find it.
Marty's like, are you a Keyblade master?
What?
Ben's eyes just get really big, and he's like,
I've read about you in my book.
"Oh, what?"
Yeah, the Keyblade
your
masters.
book?
Yeah, the one that my grandma gave me talks about Halloweentown and all the type of monsters and people that exist in the world. And one of them talks about one of the strongest warriors that light ever has to offer, the Keyblade Master, the one that wields the key that will unlock people's hearts.
Huh.
Only
Ben's
the
face
worthy are
is
chosen.
really pale. He's just really pale, and he's just like, "Can I see that book?"
I don't have it on me, but sure.
Well, we're going to your grandma's. Is it at your grandmother's? Maybe we
Alpha's
could
gonna
look at that book.
Alpha's gonna bounce a little bit on the back of the seat and be like, "I love books. Maybe I'll show you my book when we get there too."
Are you like the great, what is his name? Oh, they talk about one of the greatest Keyblade master. You know, they say, yeah, you have the Keyblade master. Yen said he used to teach all the people, all the Keyblade users, and the legendary warrior Sora. You ever hear that story? It's just a
No.
story though. Didn't
No.
actually happen.
Huh. Yeah, I think we would love to see your book when we get to your grandmother's, if
It's
that's
so
okay.
awesome. I love it, and that's why I love Halloween so much. My mom doesn't really like Halloween that much, but like I think that she's just really great. My grandma. You realize she's been hiding this place for us for like our entire lives. This is her first time here.
Oh, well, I'm sure she has a good reason for it.
Yeah, she does.
No.
Dylan says.
No,
But
it's
keep it
never good
safe.
when adults keep secrets from children.
What? No, she's
should
trying
not
to
be
keep us
lies.
safe. This is crazy.
Alpha's gonna pipe up with a thoughtful look on his face and say, sometimes grown-ups do things that they think are best for you, but grown-ups aren't always right.
Authority is what we listen to. It's the thing that keeps this, our words spinning. We need, kids learn from adults.
Yeah, but just because you learn from somebody doesn't mean they have to be right about everything. You gotta make your own decisions.
Dylan seems at a loss for words. He's like, Marty's like, he's got you there. As you begin pulling up into the driveway of the Cromwell mansion. And they get out, and as you do, and Betty lets you out, kind of honks the horn at you guys, and goes, "Now, if you need me, I'm here for you. But keep safe, and and kind of ready up before the election. I hear it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a big party."
Hey, Benny, where are you off to next?
My taxi says needs to pick up some people from the movie theater. Guess they just got let out or something.
I thought the movie theater was closed.
I thought so too, but my psychic cab isn't wrong.
Okay, Benny, if you're going to the movie theater, be careful, okay?
That's okay. I'll be fine. The only movie theaters I go to are drive-ins.
Well, Mr. Calabar said it might be dangerous, so just be careful, okay?
I definitely trust Mr. Calabar. He takes off in the car. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Moro barks.
Aw.
In goodbye.
I think Sarah's gonna turn to the others and just be like, that book that they have, that's weird, right? That they have a book that talks about Keyblade.
Yeah, I was going. When Sarah says that, he's gonna look around at everybody, and he's kind of gonna try to huddle the four of them closer and take 10 feet away from the children. He's gonna try to. He's gonna hope that the children have just walked inside and aren't just standing there staring at all four of them. And he's gonna be like, yes, the book's weird. Agreed. But also, we cannot be giving our real names out to the Seekers of Darkness. I didn't even give him my real name, and he knew I was a Jedi.
Wouldn't that mean he probably knows who you are?
Yeah, well, he shouldn't know who I am because I have no idea who he is.
Well, if
What's
they
a
already
Jedi?
know who you are, there's probably no harm in giving our names, right?
Well, maybe he already knows who I am because I gave him a name. Also, a wizard. A wizard.
We covered Jedi earlier. I think they were wizard.
Oh.
But
okay.
they use force, which...
Is that gravity magic or something?
Point is, did you not... How do we know they don't invade our minds or something?
Well, if they invade our minds, then they already know our names.
Well, we don't want them to know our names. Do you understand?
I don't have
really
another
quiet.
name.
He gets really quiet and looks at the children again. Am I the only one here who's died? They know if they know about me, then they know how I died and they know how to kill me.
Well,
you're not dead now.
He looks very frustrated. Okay, do whatever you want. I'm just...
Look. Ben. And Sarah, puts her hands on his shoulder. He's kind of tall, right? So it's probably
swole.
Yeah. Very box-shaped. And she gives it a comforting squeeze, and she's like, you're not the only one of us who's died. But clearly, we're alive again. And we have a very important purpose to fulfill. So we have to try our best.
I mean, yeah, that goes without saying. But I'm just saying that maybe we don't tell the Seekers of Darkness our real names just right off the bat.
Well, it seems like they knew a lot about you anyway.
Well, Ben, if it makes you feel better, I mean, Dr.
Basilia.
the doctor, um, uh, he already knows our names, except for you. But maybe going forward, we agree on fake names in advance? That way we all know?
Code names.
Yeah.
Designations.
Yeah. We should decide on that now.
And you get the idea. You're like, yes, we will become like the Knights of Ren once more.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate.
Listen, I can't make you guys do anything you don't want to do. Well, I can't make you guys do things that you don't want to do. He sits there for a moment thinking of his little
Well,
Jedi
yes, I
magic
could kind
earlier.
of, but
Just, I'm saying this because we're allies and perhaps friends
we're friends. And Sarah smiles.
that we don't want to give them information unless we know we're going to get more information than they will get from us. That's how you run an empire and do info gathering.
Names are simple things. But if you would like us to use fake ones, I'll go along with it.
If that will make you feel better, then it seems easy enough, I guess.
You can pick your own fake name. I say, as I know that everybody will just pick somebody else's name from the same idea, and it will be funny.
I think
But
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I mean-
oh,
allies can get our real names. Like those children, they're not going to hurt us. You can tell them your real names.
Okay.
I don't like the face
like-
it just made when I said that.
Let's just you wait until these 3 children are all seekers of darkness. Okay, I think Sarah gets she's holding Mog in one arm and she like does this like thinking face and then she says, "You guys can call me which character from this series do I pick?" I feel like Lightning would be too obvious. Oh, I know. You can call me Claire.
Claire, I'll remember that. What
Good,
about
'cause
you,
I
Sam?
won't.
I will go simple and you can just call me Coda.
What about Moro?
Ooh.
Moro needs a code name too?
Unless you just
Well,
want to
Wolf
call
is-
her the Wolf.
That's true. That's disrespectful.
the wolf can talk too. Just Morohead's just not deciding. Not
Right,
to.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Moro can definitely talk. And I feel like San kind of looks at her and Moro does like a huff and like definitely seems like she hates this.
Oh.
Or not hates it, but like finds it frivolous. Because I think she has an idea that they know more than we think they know. Right. I think I said that right. You can call her Fang.
Okay.
Coda and Fang. All right, I've got it.
And Alpha's going to think and cock his head to the side and be like, if I were going undercover, who would I want to pretend to be? Ooh, I know. Volg's big and strong. You can call me Volg.
Volg?
Mm-hmm.
Think about
How
it,
do you
Sid.
spell that?
Volg.
Okay.
And you can call. I can't even do it. You can call me Anakin.
Not even Kylo? Not even
Or Kylo. But I said Kylo to the doctor.
Does Ben
Okay.
know what that? Does Ben know that Anakin's like that is a name?
Yeah, I think he knows that his grandfather's name is Anakin. But he doesn't know what picks who up, so
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna go with that.
Anakin. Okay. And Sarah does like the nod, like okay, cool.
At a game, I expect this to last the whole 3 minutes. Don't.
Absolutely.
I made a note.
I'm writing it down.
Nice.
Let me make a note.
Also, Coda is definitely short for Kodama. That's where that came from.
I like
That's
it.
so cute.
I was
All
like,
right.
I'm not gonna use Lightning, but I will use Lightning's real name, Claire.
All of the other names in Princess Mononoke are very long. I was
We're
like,
probably going to
no.
have to use our real names with Aggie, though. Because we
Speaking of
told our
Aggie.
real names to the children.
You hear a cry, the three kids go, "Grandma!" And they all rush as a elderly woman, like definitely a little bit older, with like gray hair, little wrinkles, in a long, like kind of flowing, like witch type dress. He goes, "Oh, children, I'm so glad to see you. What a surprise. And what do we have here? You brought friends?" And she, like, not as welcoming as Calabar, but she looks more freaked out that you guys, like, tailed along with the kids more than anything.
A reasonable
fair.
reason.
Yeah, that's a fair reaction from an adult.
Potential allies.
Children, why don't you get inside and make yourself comfortable while I talk to our the other guests? And they kind of go, "Okay, and Sophie's like, "They're really nice, actually. That's Sarah, that's Ben, that's San. The wolf, the big wolf, she said her name was Moro to me, and the other one's Alpha."
Nice to meet you.
Alpha's gonna wave.
And Aggie goes, "Oh, that's lovely. Well, you caught me at a little bit of a disarmed. I'm not gonna lie. My name is Agatha Cromwell. You can call me Aggie, though."
Did the kids already go inside?
Yes, Sophie's the last person inside.
Okay.
How bold do I want to be?
Well, you're not going to get the chance because Alpha's
General
going
Kenobi?
to barge in as he do and walk right up to her and like she's got a good like 2 or 3 feet on him because he's tiny.
She'll
And
shake
look
your
up at her.
wing.
Yeah, he's gonna look up at her and be like, "Miss Aggie, Mr. Calabar said that. Oh, by the way, it's really nice to meet you. Sorry, I don't want to be rude."
Nice to meet you. A chocobo in these areas. I haven't seen them in a while.
Oh, you know what? I am too. So did
Yes.
Benny. I'm so
Yes.
glad you didn't call me a chicken.
That's all right. I definitely know my difference. You're in the book. They have entries in your book of you in the book.
Marty mentioned the book, but before we get onto that, Mr. Calabar said you know about the Heartless.
She kind of gets a serious like, "Oh, I see. You've run into them, haven't you?"
Right.
She looks at the 4 of you and goes, particularly to Ben and particularly to Sarah, because Sarah looks like, I feel like out of the 3 humans, Sarah has probably the brightest light.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of them?
Perhaps we should go somewhere private to talk about this.
Yes, of course. Into my study. They won't overhear us there. And she leads you into the study. The kid's off in the other room.
When they're in there and the door is closed behind them, Alpha's gonna look over at Ben and be like, Ben, I think you should show Miss Aggie your cool sword thing."
Yeah, and just to describe you as you walk in, the house is very nice and clean, but it's got all manners of like knickknacks and like odd, like kind of alchemical ingredients and occult stuff. And the study is just packed to the brim with like books and like chairs, and it's stuffy in here, but it's like a nice sort of cozy stuffy.
It's an old lady house, but if she was a
Yeah.
witch.
Exactly.
I agree. He goes and he's gonna summon the hilt to his lightsaber, and whoosh, he's gonna turn on. It's gonna look like a key again,
Yep.
and then he's gonna like leave it there for like 10 seconds, long
See-
enough
Put it away.
to perceive it, and then put it away immediately, because he's still like, I don't understand what's going on with this.
A Keyblade Master. I should have known you would arrive as soon as the Heartless started showing up. I haven't seen your kind in a long, long time. Since that boy.
Boy?
Yes, I believe his name was Steven. He was very young for his age. I remember. I'm a little bit older than him now. I was just a teenager when I met him.
Um,
He said he came
What-
from another world. I'm assuming that's where you came from.
Yeah.
Curious.
what do you know about the Heartless?
I know they started showing up here a few days ago. They are creatures of relentless darkness that will pursue the heart and keeper of the Keyblade. That they feed on the hearts of everyone in order to make them stronger. And that they're foretold by the prophecy.
Prophecy?
Yes, the prophecy. You've never heard the prophecy of the Interstitial War?
No, we've heard that.
I'll repeat
Oh!
it for...
You know what? Perhaps. Repeat it?
for the people at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for the people at home and not for me, the player.
Never.
She kind of opens up her book, flips to a page, and one of them, like an ancient looking text. You can see it's written in a different language you don't even understand, but she reads it, kind of putting her finger on on the line and like kind of scrolling it down as she does. First comes the day, and comes the night. 13 hearts of darkness. 7 hearts of light. The 13 keys, they say, to open Kingdom Hearts' might. Only war is the way to the heart and soul's plight.
And this is the same exact prophecy that we heard before.
Yeah, kind of shorthanded from Doctor Strange, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I
Alpha's
totally
gonna-
knew that.
Alpha's going to say, yeah, that's like the one that Master Strange said to us.
Master Strange, he became a master. All
There's a
times-
big inhale from Ben as we again have said more information.
He's like, everyone, Dark Link, get the fuck up.
Nick.
No.
It's 2.
That's 1 for me.
Oh, okay.
No.
Forgot the other one doesn't count.
Point is,
What was the other one?
he takes a big break.
Oh, saying the JC, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's not that fun.
He big breath.
A big frustrated breath.
Yes, like Master Strange, and yes, he is a master.
That's
Wait.
great.
Do you mean that Master Strange is the Steven with the Keyblade?
Yes, little young Stephen Strange. I remember when he came to train with us, when I was still learning to be a witch. He was just a young warlock at the time, a young sorcerer, and he was quite good at it. And quite good with a Keyblade as well, if I remember. That he was sent here from a different part of the land, but I knew he was from a different world. You see, I was always very smart about stuff like that. Instinct.
You seem really smart.
I try.
Very intelligent, for sure.
But if you're here, that must mean that danger is afoot. That the reason the Heartless have shown up is for a reason.
Correct.
So the war has begun.
Correct.
Alpha's gonna look over at Ben like, am I allowed to tell her anything more?
He's gonna
He
shrug
heard
like,
that big inhale and he knew what that meant. And he's just like, I won't get in trouble again.
well, we should speak freely, I guess, if Aggie knows who Master Strange is.
Okay, cool, good. I'm not good at keeping secrets.
It's okay.
So Miss Aggie, in your prophecy, it says 13 hearts of darkness and 7 hearts of light.
Yes.
So, we're 4 of the 7, but we already saw 2 of the dark ones here in Halloweentown.
Oh no. Makes sense. They have a lot more than you, so they can just go into pairs if need be.
But we fought a whole bunch of Heartless when we were with Benny, and a bunch of them formed into one big giant Heartless, and it was really scary.
Really, I'd heard that the Heartless can amalgamate themselves in order to join to a greater foe, but I've never seen it in person. To be honest, I don't really like to study the Heartless in their natural habitat. I consider it quite dangerous. I'm a witch, but not a very powerful one. There's that cat again. I don't know where he keeps getting into this house somehow. I'm not sure.
Have you've talked to that doctor, right?
Yes. I told him no way I would ever partake in anything he would have. He definitely has a stench of darkness on them. You have to be careful, you know. People say that, darkness is just born absolute darkness, but I've seen plenty of people good intentions give way to the dark.
Yeah, he's, I don't know if he was wearing his scary cloak when you saw him. Of the darkness people. We don't know who the other one was. She didn't take her hood off.
There's another one?
Yes.
Fortunately, I haven't even seen this other one. That makes me even more scared. I just thought it was one of them I was keeping tabs on.
There's definitely at least 2.
They have something planned for Halloweentown. That's not good, let me tell you.
Do you know what's happening at the movie theater?
I'm not sure, to be honest, although it seems your investigation has led you to the same place that mine has. People are seen going to the movie theater and they don't come out for days. And when they do, something's different about them. I suspect that's where all the missing people are going. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Dang it.
Dang it. Zeke. Yeah, you switched. You did the shuffle.
Did the old switcheroo.
Sorry.
You're fine.
That's okay. I get to be Ben now.
I just have to fix everyone. Give me one. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me 1 second.
Sorry about that, Nick.
You're
I
all right.
live in West Virginia, and it's full of mountains, and we have statistically, like legitimately, the worst internet in the country because it's really hard to run fiber optic cable through the mountains.
It's okay. Garrus will say hi. This is Garrus.
Aw.
Aw.
Garrus looks unhappy.
Taking a break from his calibrations.
Yeah, he's definitely taking a break from calibrations. No, that's just always what his face looks like, and it's very funny.
Resting cat face.
He always looks very angry.
Oh, so cute.
He really wants attention right now. It's a bad
It
time,
was
though.
Rex last time.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
last time it was Rex.
We fixed.
Shepherd.
Sorry about that.
No one said Rex. No one
Shepherd.
said that. Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Rex.
Ryder.
I actually like that game. Whatever. That's not the channel I'm talking about this on. Okay, we're all fixed.
Yes.
Perfect. So Aggie was like, they go to the movie theaters and they disappear for a few days and then come back and they're different.
Yes, that
Or
seems to be
something
what
like that.
happens.
Interesting.
Benny said that the movie theater was closed, and Mr. Calabar said that it's just full of dust and as that stuff that starts with the A word.
Oh, asbestos.
Yeah, that. But obviously people are going there, and Benny, when he left, he said he needed to go pick someone up from the movie theater. Mr. Calabar was really worried that it's dangerous there. I don't really like that Benny's going there.
So Calabar has paid attention to my threats then. My warnings.
Mm-hmm.
Warnings?
I've been warning him about that there's something going on here, and he's been saying that he'll get men on it, but hasn't really turned up anything. I feel like he's been ignoring me. He's just too worried about this election, but there's trouble brewing in Halloweentown. Witch's brew it is. But if
Sophie
you're saying...
said... Sorry.
Oh, no. What were you say?
Sophie said that you think Mr. Calabar's keeping secrets.
I think he means well, but I do think he's just trying not to throw the election. I understand I'm his opponent, so I obviously feel a certain way about him, but I don't think he's a bad person. I hope not, anyway.
Yes.
No, I think you're right. I think he's willing to wait until after the election to worry about whatever is happening there.
But I feel like whatever's happening is with the election. But still, if Benny's on the way there, will not end up good for him if he goes inside that theater or gets too close to it.
Do you think we should go rescue Benny?
I mean, I think we should go rescue Benny.
I think so too. He's a friend. We should help him.
Yeah.
I mean, car we can take.
Heartless. Whatever's at the movie theater, we can probably fight it, right?
And I'll go
I think
with
we
you.
can handle.
Are you
Are you
sure?
sure?
I need to investigate that place for myself as well, and I think having 4 Guardians of Light would actually be the best time to go with.
Who will watch your grandchildren?
Marty babysits them, and Dylan's old enough too. They should be fine.
Yeah, I think Marty seems really smart. I think she'll do a good job.
Thank you. You hear from like the other room over, and like you hear like us like someone slugging them. Oh no, children! And they all come marching out as they've been revealed to have been eavesdropping the whole time.
How much have you heard?
Morty goes, not a lot, and then Dylan goes, yeah, nothing except for the prophecy, keyblades, and Sophie goes, and the movie theater's bad.
So everything.
Yep.
Well, I guess they've already known it. There's no reason to make them forget it.
That's where the bad place must be.
What do you mean, bad place?
Be getting it. Sophie's like, Marty goes, Sophie's been saying she's getting a feeling from this place, darkness. I think because she's the youngest, she's very sensitive to the magic around here, and she can tell. And Aggie kind of chims, and he's like, she has the purest of heart out of all of us, being a child.
That's
good to know.
Right?
Hmm.
It's important, right? Yes. He looks at the rest of his group, like they all nod. Yes, a child's heart is precious, and we should.
Yes, we should
shield
protect
Sophie.
it. Yes.
So are we going to save Benny, Grandma?
You're not going to save Benny.
We need to keep her safe.
Benny's our friend, though.
Yeah, he's our friend too, but we have like magic and keyblades and stuff. And Marty, you said yourself you don't know magic yet, so I think it's best if you guys stay here.
Not yet, but we could still learn and help out. And Aggie's like, no, children, you have to stay behind. We'll let the adults handle this. Adult, Dylan says. That's a bird.
I think Sarah's
a bird.
Sarah's gonna like go over to the kids and like kind of crouch down so she's more their height and be like, you don't have to worry, we've got it handled.
We need to make sure you guys are gonna be okay.
We can't put you in unnecessary danger.
Can I roll a what is it?
What?
Convince someone?
Sure.
Hold on. Oh, I already have it up.
Roll a
heart
heart.
roll. Hmm. Oh, I guess I could spend a link.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me read real quick. Spending a link. Um. Do. Okay, so I can spend a link to gain advantage on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be a heart link or any link?
It needs to be specifically the roll that you're doing. So because you're rolling heart, it needs to be a heart link.
Okay, does it have to be on them? Can I spend my Ben Solo heart link?
Let me see. That's actually a good idea. No, it could be on. Sorry, it could be on anyone. It could just be a heart link. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I will spend this Ben Solo heart link to give
All right.
myself advantage on this
Cool.
roll.
So that's gonna be tapped essentially.
Yep.
When can you untap a locked link?
When
I don't
you-
remember that one.
You restore all links of a type when you roll the stat and you get over a 10.
Okay.
So when you ace a roll.
All right, so I got a.
But if you spend a link that's not locked, that's
It's just
an unlock,
gone.
It's just gone forever, till you make it again.
I got an 8.
8.
So
Okay.
I don't know what that means for. Let's see. Convince someone. They do it, but need some clear assurance or evidence first.
Are you saying this is Sophie or Sophie, right? So
Whoever was
yeah.
seemed to be most protesty.
Probably Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Marty. It's like you'll come back to us safe, right? And teach me magic, and we can all be good.
We'll come back safe. Don't worry.
Alpha's gonna pipe up and be like, "Here, I'll give you, what's the word? Collateral to make sure we come back, because we'll have to." And he'll, I'm going, when I do this, for protect from harm. I'm not going to do my protect from harm yet. I'm going to give Marty one of my cards. I'm going to give her a card that says Phoenix on it with a picture of a phoenix.
Okay.
And it says Blazing Barrier across the title part. And he's going to hand it to her and be like, "If any bad people or monsters come here, you hold this up in the air and you ask Phoenix to come help you, okay?"
Let me make a note.
Yike.
Okay. Marty has the Phoenix card. You've given Marty some magic. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She nods and she goes,
That way you know I have to come back, because I have to get my card back.
"Okay. All right, I trust you."
Ben's like already half out the door as you're dealing with the children.
And he's like, "Don't worry, children. We'll be back in a flash. Marty, take care of your brother and sister for me." And you all get into Aggie's car. Aggie will drive because none of you have real proper driving experience. And she will whisk you
course,
off
no.
to the movie theater. And she has her little like bag beside her. And like before she starts in the car, she's checking it and saying this. He's like, "I got all my components here. All right. I'm ready to go. I might not be as powerful as a guardian of light, but I can do some serious magic. Let's go stop whatever darkness is settling in this movie theater."
Agreed.
This is your first world you visited? As you're kind of driving down.
Alpha's gonna be like, "How could you tell?"
We all start somewhere. It's fine.
You trust us, right?
Yes. You have good hearts, I can tell.
All of us?
Of course.
He asks.
Oh, sweetie. You have a hot light in your heart, I can tell. You have kindness. You have empathy. I saw it in your face when you were looking at the children. Don't
It's
sell
just
yourself short.
It's just very contrary to what one of the hooded ladies said.
No one can tell you what you are. You decide for that. And people can change. We're in a world of magic. Do you know how to use magic? I'm sure you do, but do you know what the actual concept of using magic is?
Yes, I'm a warlock. He squints.
You're a different type of warlock. Different from here, but in Halloweentown, the magic we teach is that magic is very simple, honestly. All you gotta do is want something and then let yourself have it.
Yes. Yes. And with that, I would like to make a link
Posture check.
with Aggie.
Yes.
We'll check their posture.
I think we all should make a link with Aggie.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yes. I would like to attempt to make a mastery link with
Ooh,
Aggie.
I like that.
We're gonna see though. We're gonna see if it's this or if it's gonna do that. And after we resolve links, I think I would like to use one of my moves.
Awesome.
I rolled a 3.
Oh
Rip.
boy. I'm gonna go bank that.
But I level
heart.
up.
There you go, and you can
Woohoo.
choose your advancement later. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna bank that hard move for later, actually.
Okay.
And then what'd you get? What did everyone else get?
Oh, I didn't roll yet. I want
I
to
didn't
try to
roll.
make a heart link.
With Aggie?
With her.
Okay.
Oh, and this
And-
is one of my lowest ones, so I'm gonna.
And
Get
Ben, I'm gonna say you
experience.
get a heart link with Aggie instead.
Okay.
I got a 9,
Okay.
which is not a 10. Damn it! I wanted a 10. That's okay. Dang it! I mean.
I'm gonna say, as much as like heart sounds good, you also feel like you can learn a lot from someone, especially that they trained from, like they trained with Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange, Master Strange as he actually is known in this world. So I'm gonna say get a mastery link with her.
Okay, so I do my
Link move, yep.
link move. Great. I'm gonna lock this link with Dr.
Aggie?
Facilier.
Oh, no, Dr. Facilier? Oh boy.
Ooh.
Forever rivals.
Really made that impression on you, did I?
That way I can spend it over and over and over again.
All right, Alpha,
Ooh.
Santa Mora.
I'm gonna attempt to make a mastery link, and I got it's with one of my lowest, and I got a 7.
Cool. I'll say your link move doesn't go off, but you get the mastery link.
San and Moro were also going to make a mastery link because she knows a lot about magic, and they don't get magic yet. I got a 10.
Awesome. You get the mastery link, and your move would go off, but your move is what? Light. It's light for in harmony.
It's
right?
light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make those friendship links.
I made one,
That's good. Hey, one's good enough.
but oh yeah, it was intentional. It was a Calabar. Yeah.
So, as you head towards the movie theater, you kind of get this uneasy tension in your head, like this is definitely gonna come to some blows. This will be the second time you fought for your lives today, hopefully. Like, unfortunately. And you think this might just be the life of a guardian, to keep on fighting. Rage against the darkness until your light is snuffed out, or the darkness is extinguished. Either way. Pull up to the movie theater, and the thing awaiting you is the empty car of Benny.
No!
Benny!
Psychic taxi! No!
And I think that's a great place to end for tonight.
Good cliffhanger. Good cliffhanger.
But Benny!
Leslie
Episode-
looks unhappy
I'm
about
not happy.
Episode
Where's
2
Benny?
of the Interstitial War. Witches, Warlocks, and Ghouls. Oh my. End. Join us next Friday for we'll return with episode 3 of Kingdom Hearts. The Interstitial War. Or actually, what is next week?
the 15th.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we will not be running the Interstitial War next Friday. I will actually not be my house for that weekend. Unfortunately, I'll be with family, so we'll not be running that. I forgot to mention that. I'm so sorry. Yes, but I'll have actually try to have something planned to maybe show in its stead though. Something I've been cooking up that I think would be very, very interesting.
Ooh.
So we'll see if that gets off the head. If not, you'll definitely see the first of those on the 22nd.
Ooh.
So that means we won't actually be back with Interstitial for till
2
the 20.
weeks.
Well, we'll be back with some content. There'll be definitely some content by the 22nd. But we won't be back with the full party until the 29th.
Sorry, I gotta get my wisdom teeth out on the 21st. I don't think I'll be able to bring that kind of energy on the 22nd.
Which is perfectly fine. Maybe we can work something out. Let me see. Maybe we can do, because you get it on that Thursday before. We'll think about it. We'll see what we can do. Maybe try to do something. Maybe next week we try to do it like another day that's opened. That will fit their schedule. But we'll see. But if not, we'll see everyone back hopefully with a little something extra everyone can watch on the 22nd. If not, you'll see us on the 29th. Before we go, everyone, would you plug your stuff, please, before I plug mine?
Okay, I'll go first because I'm in the top left. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So what's today? Friday. So Sunday, you can catch me here again at 8 p.m. EST for Iron City by Night, run by Wes. It's a Vampire the Masquerade game, where I play a good, sweet vampire lad. And then Mondays, you can catch me over on Gehenna Gaming. I was going to say, catch me over on Gehenna Valley, but that's the name of the game, where I play Monster Hearts 2 with a bunch of great folks as well. And I play another sweet lad over there. So, whatever. All my characters are sweet beans.
Our sweet beans lad.
I don't know. Sarah had some good glare game today. And that's it. That's all I've got.
Again, I'm Lucian, and you can find me on Twitch and on Twitter and on Facebook at Chaotic Lucian. I sometimes stream. This is the only current tabletop I'm in. Otherwise, I storytell at a game called Night Realms, and it's a LARP. But we're currently all online right now, so if you're into online role-playing, come check us out and hit me up on Twitter about it. Sweet.
Hi, I'm Zeke. I am the founder and president of a immersive media company called We Are Games. You can find our Twitter handle down below my face. And you can find our Twitch channel by it being a mod on Carrion Comfort Studios as of today, which is exciting. And yeah, if you are interested in alternate reality games or any other kind of transmedia storytelling, check us out.
Okay, and I'm Leslie. You can find me on Twitter or in the Discord. And then otherwise, I have podcast, Hot Garbage Gaming. I'm in the process of editing our newest episode where we talk about games we're looking forward to in 2021. So Hot Garbage Gaming, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Awesome sauce. And everyone, my name is Nick, aka Nobleman Nick. You can find me on Twitter. Please give me a follow. I'm trying to pump those rookie numbers up now. Especially for the new year. I am the stream producer over at Gehenna Gaming, so that's usually my wheelhouse. You can find me over, but thanks to my good friend Wes, he has allowed me to run my dream game on his channel, so you will also see me here. I'm in both Discords. You can find me under usually Orpheus, or it'll say Nick, or at Nobleman Nick. I usually try to put my Twitter handle in my Discord titles when I'm on those servers, so it's easy to find me. The next time you will see me should be, and I say this with a very good should be next Wednesday for Cult Echoes of the Past, which is over at Gehenna Gaming, which is a much more darker, much more serious and heavy game than this is. So if you're looking for something lighthearted, I definitely would not have you check that out. It's a crazy world out there. Everyone stay safe. The other thing, almost forgot. You can go ahead. I'm going to plug Gehenna Gaming's new project, which is actually something that's like kind of been my baby as well, is the Contagion Chronicles. We're running, if you ever play Chronicles of Darkness, we are running 6 Chronicle games that are going to be starting tomorrow. We're starting with Mummy the Cursed, run by our very own Gehenna's Rick Wheeler. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be awesome. Then we're gonna be back on Sunday for Iron City by Night, which is also gonna be amazing. And Wes runs a really good show, and obviously Ash is in it. And yeah, there's a lot of other stuff coming. Funny enough, if you don't see me by if you don't see me by the 22nd, you can catch me on the game I'm hosting on the 23rd, which is going to be awesome for Chronicles. So I'm actually taking a wheelhouse at that. But yeah, that's all I have for me. Just go ahead, follow me at Nomad Nick. We got some great news coming up. I'll be reposting. Thank you all for watching. This really is one of my dream projects. I effing love Kingdom Hearts so much. I think I went on like a 20 tweet Twitter rant about 2 weeks ago.
It was a good thread.
It definitely was.
It was, it's a solid theory. So if you ever want to talk Kingdom Hearts with me, I'm all updated on the games. I literally sit there with my friend. If you're watching Trevor, shout out to him, because we will literally just sit there hours theorizing about this game. It's not even funny, to the point where our friends get annoyed because you're like, oh, you're talking about Kingdom Hearts and little minute details. But whatever, that's what the game's about. We'll see you hopefully soon with an episode. I love you all. And that is a goodbye from Kingdom Hearts, the Interstitial War. Oh, and enjoy the bumper video, because the bumper video is awesome and you should listen to it all the time. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.